Good evening. It's our pregame show here on Fox 43 Sports, High School Sports Live Game of the Week. We come to you from Trinity High School tonight, where Trinity goes up against Steamrollers of Steel High. Trinity at 5-3. The Steamrollers at 6-1 right now, both in the Capital Division. Trinity one game behind the Rollers undefeated, and we're going to talk more about that with Bill Chase in just a few minutes. I'm Gary Sutton, and welcome to our pregame show here. We got a great show coming up for you. We got a special Capital Blue Cross student-athlete feature tonight with Trinity's Wyatt Cooper and Max Schlager. We've also got Jack Giambalvo Coach Spotlight with Jordan Hill from Trinity, the former Penn State player, and Seattle Seahawks defensive lineman. We've also got a pregame with our Hoffman Ford Chalk Talk with Bill Chase and myself in just a few moments. We've got a lot of things going on tonight that you won't want to miss here in the pregame. And then, of course, a great game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, Trinity and Steel High. We're looking forward to that one. But right now, I want to go to Charlie Fortney, who's got an on-field perspective with two former players, Archie Smith Jr. and Fox 43 Frenzies special reporter Evan Brooks, a former Howard University wide receiver. Good evening. It's our pregame show here on Fox 43 Sports, High School Sports Live Game of the Week. We come to you from Trinity High School tonight, where Trinity goes up against Steamrollers of Steel High. Trinity at 5-3. The Steamrollers at 6-1 right now, both in the Capital Division. Trinity one game behind the Rollers undefeated, and we're going to talk more about that with Bill Chase in just a few minutes. I'm Gary Sutton, and welcome to our pregame show here. We got a great show coming up for you. We got a special Capital Blue Cross student-athlete feature tonight with Trinity's Wyatt Cooper and Max Schlager. We've also got Jack Giambalvo Coach Spotlight with Jordan Hill from Trinity, the former Penn State player, and Seattle Seahawks defensive lineman. We've also got a pregame with our Hoffman Ford Chalk Talk with Bill Chase and myself in just a few moments. We've got a lot of things going on tonight that you won't want to miss here in the pregame. And then, of course, a great game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, Trinity and Steel High. We're looking forward to that one. But right now, I want to go to Charlie Fortney, who's got an on-field perspective with two former players, Archie Smith Jr. and Fox 43 Frenzies special reporter Evan Brooks, a former Howard University wide receiver. Let's go to them right now.
Hi, I'm Charlie Fortney. I'm at Trinity's Field with Archie Smith Jr. and Evan Brooks from Fox 43. Evan played for Howard University. Archie played for Alabama State. Wide receiver, defensive backs. That's a direction we're going to go for this broadcast. But before we do, when we talk about Steel High and Trinity, which has a great passing game, and Trinity hopefully tonight has a great defensive game, we're going to talk to Evan here, and he's going to tell us about the updates in the area because it's week 9 in high school football. And there's a lot going on. Evan, talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. We're getting close to playoff season, Charlie, honestly. Some really good matchups this week. Southwestern and William Penn in the York Adams League. Southwestern is a team who already matched their win total from last year with 6 wins. New head coach Tony Shermeyer is doing a great job with them in his second year. William Penn, we know about them. Jaheim White in the backfield, Sam Stoner at quarterback. They can put up plenty of points, so that should be a great game on Friday. Another one, Garden Spot and Elizabethtown. Garden Spot is third in the LL in scoring, and Elizabethtown is first in the LL in scoring. So that should be a lot of offense. Garden Spot's quarterback is pretty good, pretty talented. Definitely a dual threat kind of guy. Can make plays with his legs and with his arm as well. And then on the E-Town side, their quarterback is really good. He leads the league in passing, and he has a stud wide receiver on the outside in Braden Cummings, and a really good running back with Logan Lentz as well. So should be a lot of scoring this weekend. A bunch of great matchups. We're getting close to playoffs, so teams are going to really have to buckle down and try to get those victories.
I saw E-Town play. Coach Stokes, first-year coach at E-Town, doing a tremendous job. I actually know him personally, great guy. A lot of hats off to him first year, turning that culture around there. Let's talk about the game tonight. We got Steel High. We got Trinity. We got Tyson. We got Holyfield. Yeah. But, again, you were a wide receiver at Howard University. First Millersville, transferred to Howard. You have to be impressed with Steel High and their Irby Division I recruit. Talk about Steel High and that potent passing offensive attack.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of mentioned it. Irby's the leader. He's the guy who makes it go at quarterback, has a bunch of options, guys like Daquan McCraw on the outside, Tyler Sean Parker, who can get involved in the passing game as well. They just do a really good job spreading you out, sometimes using bunch formations as well, just to get certain guys to attack the weaknesses of the defense. When you're a wide receiver, of course you want a great quarterback who can throw the ball, make any type of throw you want on the field. So they have a really good passing game. It's going to be hard for Trinity to stop. But like you said, Alex Irby, great recruit. He can make all the throws.
Well, and Howard probably somewhere along the line played Alabama State. I know that was the same level, two different divisions. So Archie would have been guarding you if you guys would have played each other. One of you are a little younger than the other, but folks at home, I can't tell. I just know I'm older than these guys, and it's pretty clear. Archie, Alabama State, defensive back. Gosh, you got to love the challenge that the Trinity coaching staff has trying to stop that side of the ball. Talk about what Trinity has to do defensively, and let's go with that angle.
I mean, this is a game as a defensive back, man, that you really get up for, man. You got a big-time quarterback that's coming in with a lot of options. He don't have one option. He has 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as a defensive back, I want to make sure that I am dialed in on my targets, on my guy that I'm guarding, and letting my game play for itself. Now, Trinity does have a good standout defensive back. His name is Emil Way, who is from Stilton. All right, so now he has, in the mid-pen, he has 4 picks. So I think he's like tied second in the whole mid-pen with 4 picks. So let's see, does Trinity put him to match up over Stilton's number 1 receiver, or let's see, does Stilton stay away from passing at him? I mean, Stilton has a good passing attack, but I think Trinity does have some athletes back there to try to match up with these guys as well.
Archie, this one's for you. Jordan Hill, Irby, they're both from Stilton. They know each other. They're coaching against each other. These guys probably beat each other up in the neighborhood a few times. Probably Jordan won, Irby. I'm sorry. But anyway, tonight, what do you think about that? That's got to be exciting for you to see that matchup. You're friends with these guys.
Oh, yes, man. Anytime you're playing a good colleague, especially a guy that you grew up with, a guy that you probably looked up to as well, you're going against each other, your school against his school. I mean, I know these guys probably been chopping it up all week. Now, the chopping it up is over now. Now the game is about to be played.
Hey, as a former roller, I'm going to tell you this is going to be a crazy game tonight. It's going to be a barn burner. After a few minutes, you're going to hear from Bill, Gary. They're going to do our Chalk Talk analysis. They're going to go a little deeper into some statistics and some X's and O's. We'll be back in a few minutes to hear those guys.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Tell us about your team and what key factors you'll need to focus on to play your best this year.
We have a very young team, a lot of young players with very high ceilings, lots of potential. We're just gonna have to just work real hard in the off season, grind in every day in practice, put the work in, and make sure everyone's doing their roles, knows what their job is.
What are your current team goals?
Yeah, our main goals this year are just, first thing is to win the loan. First game of the season, it's always a big deal. And then beyond that, get to the district championship, win a district championship. And something Coach really likes to focus on is keep stacking, just get better every day you come in. Never lose against yourself. Make sure every day counts.
What role or roles will you be filling for your team this year?
Well, definitely I'm going to be a senior this year. Being a role model and being a leader for the rest of the guys on the team is going to be a very big part of that. Just kind of leading by example every day at practice, giving 100%, showing the guys that that's what we need to do to be where we want to be at, and just knowing my job and being able to accomplish that every day.
Who's recruiting you, and what are your future goals with football in college?
Yeah, I was at camp at Stony Brook in June, got offered the next day, went up for my unofficial visit 2 weeks ago, committed that day. Definitely a school, they play great competition, love the coaches there, it's a place where I want to be.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
What is the hope for your team this year? And tell us about a few goals you have for them in the 2022 season.
Our goals for the upcoming season are obviously improve on our total win tally that we had last year. Just have these guys play cohesively as a team and just keep establishing the culture that we've started last year and keep it continuing for this year.
Talk about this matchup and what your team will need to do in order to have success.
Yeah, with our matchup with Steel High this year, should be a good game. It'll be close and competitive like it was last year. Last year was a very physical game for us. That was one of our keys to sticking in that game. It will be another one of our keys this year, playing our brand of football and being physical. They have great athletes. They're coached up very well. Obviously, stopping their passing game and really playing strong up front is going to be keys for us. So should be very similar to last year.
Talk about the job as a high school coach and what your main goals are when working with high school players.
Yeah, our roles as coaches, especially with our staff, one of our big things that we put a premium on is getting these guys ready, teaching them how to be, upstanding young men, getting them ready for situations outside of football and life, just teaching these guys how to grow with one another and really set these guys up for success in the future. It's so much more than football. It's so much bigger than football, and with our program specifically, that's probably our number one thing before we even get into the X's and O's.
Tell our viewers about a coach you always looked up to and 1 to 2 things you learned from them that has inspired your coaching career.
A coach that I always looked up to, actually he's coaching at State College right now. He's still coaching there. He's the offensive line coach, Maurice Freeman. He was one of my coaches in high school when I was at State College. He just taught me that I was so much more capable of things than what I thought I was. And he pulled a side out of me that I wasn't quite sure that I may have had before, and taught me how to push. And also just taught me that effort and attention to detail and what you put in the game is what really matters.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
If it's used car peace of mind you're looking for, Hoffman has it. Hoffman Ford brings you a wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles, carefully chosen and inspected for dependable driving pleasure. For the ultimate peace of mind, shop the Hoffman collection of Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a used vehicle, you can feel good about your loved one's driving.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to our pregame show and our Chalk Talk analysis brought to you by Hoffman Ford and Capital Region Insurance Agency. I'm Gary Sutton alongside the coach, Bill Chase. And Bill, Steel High comes into this game with Trinity tonight as the visitor on this field with Trinity. But they also come in having knocked down over 70 points twice, 60 points probably another 2 or 3 times. They're averaging 52 points a game. This is a team that knows how to win. What are you looking for from the Steel High Rollers team here tonight?
Probably more of the same. Alex Irby's been the starting quarterback since the time he was a freshman. He took them to a state championship. They have great receivers, speed. Their only loss was to Westinghouse, who's 7-0 out in the Pittsburgh City League. They beat Bishop Canavan in the opening tournament over at Chambersburg early in the year in a close game. Steel High's ranked number 2 in the state right now behind Canton, and Bishop Canavan is ranked 3rd. So you could see a rematch maybe down the road at some point.
And Steel High, of course, number 1 in the district here, although there's not that many teams in the district from their particular classification. They lead the Capital Conference right now. Actually, they're tied with West Perry, and the big showdown coming up next week on that one. 1 game up right now on Trinity. On the other side, you got a Trinity team coming in here 5-3 under Jordan Hill, and he's rebuilding this program. What are we looking for from Trinity? It really starts with this guy right here, Caleb Ray.
Trinity is going to have to keep the ball in front of them tonight, obviously, and I'm certain they would really love to control the ball with Messiah Mickens and Max Schlager running the football. The longer they can hold the ball, the less Steel High is going to be able to have it. So this is a situation for Trinity. They're 5-3. They are sitting atop the playoff standings in AA. They'll take 4 AA teams, and Trinity's at the top right now. If they lose, they still play Halifax next week, who has not won a game. So I think they're in good shape for the playoffs, but they could lose that number 1 seed with a loss tonight. So it's a big game for both.
Jordan Hill rebuilding the excitement there at Trinity, getting things going. You saw number 1 there, Messiah Mickens, a moment ago, an exciting freshman who's really bringing a lot to the table. And this Trinity team is happy to be playing again. There you see Mickens. It's going to be an interesting ball game tonight. 5-3 Trinity, home standing, going up against 6-1 Steel High. Both teams atop their divisions right now in terms of districts, but both teams trying to fight it out right now in the Capital Division of the Mid-Penn. We'll bring you the game next, right here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And good evening and welcome to Trinity High School. It's a Capital Division showdown tonight between Trinity and Steele High. Steel High comes in here tonight 6-1, 4-0 in the Capital Division. Trinity at 5-3, 4-1 in the Capital Division. Gary Sutton with you alongside of Coach Bill Chase here tonight. This broadcast proudly being sponsored by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and special community sponsors, Groff Tractor and Capital Region Insurance Agency. And for all of our viewers, we were supposed to be with you tonight at 6:30 for a pregame. We had some technical difficulties, but we are now getting started live with a kickoff here from Trinity to Steel High. Steel High's going to take it back at their own 2-yard line, coming up the near sideline, across the 25, out near the 30-yard line. Well, they will set up first down and 10 on the run back there, and we welcome in tonight Daquan McCraw, by the way, carrying the ball on that one. Coach Bill Chase, good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Gary. How are you?
We're doing great, and we're ready to bring you a good one here tonight. And this Steel High team is a team that knows how to score in a hurry. 52 points a game they're averaging. One of the reasons that they're high atop that Capital Division right now.
They've lined up right away, coming off the kickoff, no huddle. And I'm anxious to see Alex Irby for the first time.
Alex Irby, a guy can sling it around. Of course, his dad is Andrew Irby, the head coach here at the Rollers. On the other side, Jordan Hill, the former Penn Stater, bringing Trinity back to some prominence now as they put a man in motion here. There's a handoff right up the gut right away and out across the 35-yard line with the carry for Steel High. And that'll be taken there by checking the number very quickly. Right, number 10 there, Jayon Perry with the carry.
And Steel High in their no-huddle look, spreading everything out.
You got 2 receivers far side, man in motion now. That'd be Tyvon LeGrande. Now they send Jayon Perry out to the far side. Another man in motion, inside pitch. Taken there by Daquan McGraw.
Yeah, that's just a little version of the jet sweep. Instead of handing it off or riding the motion man, they just give him a little forward flip, little forward pass. Looks like there's a flag on the play here, probably some type of illegal procedure.
So let's take a look here and see what the umpire calls. And we'll wait and see. Illegal procedure. There you have it, Bill, and it's going to walk it back 5 yards here against Steel High.
See, now in these situations, with an offense like Steel High's, picking up a 2nd down and 9 is not quite as big a deal as it is for some teams. I almost like the 3rd and 5 better. I'll take my chances with just one play.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Irby, straight back this time. Looks, looking deep, flushed out of the pocket. Irby's going to cross the 30, out to the 35-yard line, and he'll step out of bounds about the 36-yard line. So Irby did a nice job of getting out of the pocket there and just kind of gliding to the near sideline, trying to get to the first down yardage.
And the question always is, with quarterbacks like Irby and offensive attacks like Steel High's, do you pressure or do you cover? Most teams will try to mix it up a little bit, but they definitely come in with a game plan one way or the other.
Irby, only a junior, stands 6'4", so he is a tough one to bring down. Loading up the right side here, now putting the man back in motion again. That's Perry.
Trinity's playing some tight coverage on these guys on the outside.
And a little bit of a mix-up there, it looks like. So timeout called by Trinity. We'll take one as well. 10:35 to go in the first quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
So 3rd down and 4 now. Ball at the 36-yard line of Steel High here in the first quarter. See what the Rollers come out of timeout with. Irby barks out the numbers. puts his man back in motion again. They like to move Perry around a lot. Then they shift out LaGrande. There's the pitch. Good job by Trinity in the backfield. They had him, but now you get the first down and more. All the way down the near side, far sidelines it goes. Ronald Burnett dives into the end zone, and a 64-yard touchdown run by Ronald Burnett. Wow, Ronald Burnett races down the far sideline for a 64-yard touchdown from the 36-yard line. First quarter at the 10:22 mark. Let's take a look again. They had him. Right there, they had him stopped, and Burnett just kind of leveraged it out, got to the corner, and off he went. 64 yards to pay dirt.
Now it's Trinity's leading tackler, Max Schlager, who had him in the backfield, and just a strong run by Steel High. Trinity is playing man coverage, and you could tell that if you watch when Steel High would go in motion, Trinity would run with the motion, and that's an indicator that they're playing man. They were pressing them. So when you make the break on the run here, and you're playing man defense, it can go a long way, and that's what happened here.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Ronald Burnett with a 64-yard touchdown run from the 36-yard line as he got to the corner. Looked like Max Schlager had him. Didn't have him, didn't hang on to him. And so now kickoff coming up here for Steel High. All the way down to 20, it's going to be taken there. Out to the 30-yard line for Trinity, and that run back by Tanny Yun. It'll be first down and 10 for Trinity as they set up out about the 30-yard line here with their first offensive possession.
I know it's early in the game, but I really think Trinity has to respond. Maybe not with a score, but at least they would love to get 2 first downs here. They have to. They can't go 3 and out. If they go 3 and out and give the ball right back to Steel High, it could become a long night, starting very early. So let's see what Trinity has in store here.
At the quarterback spot, Caleb Ray. And still legal procedure against Trinity. Just going to walk it back 5, so right away you're in a hole out of the gate.
Yeah, and those are the types of things when you're the underdog. You almost have to play a perfect game and hope. You know, you're really hoping to get out of a first half close and get some confidence.
Talk about Steel High averaging 52 points a game, 27.5 points a game for this Trinity offense, and now they fumble it in the backfield, and Ray jumps on top of it and saves it. And another 5 yards lost here. Brings up second down now and 20 yards.
Yeah, this is not the start Coach Hill was hoping for, obviously. You can see that Ray took his eye off the ball when it was snapped to him. A little bit anxious there, and it's understandable.
Brady Needham, the center there, number 77. So it'll be second down now and 20 yards to go. 9:50 here in the first quarter. You're watching High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week. 1 of 2 this week. We'll be in Hershey tomorrow night for the Hershey Lower Dauphin Backyard Squabble. Ray trying to figure out something to go on here. Ray keeps the ball himself. Ray racing up out near the 30, so he gets back to 10 lost yards. It'll bring up a third down now and at least 10, a little bit more manageable situation, Bill.
Yes, you do not want to be in 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18. Steel High probably has they have a very good secondary. They go against Alex Irby every day in practice and all summer in practice, so you craft your skill working against your own guys sometimes.
Pretty good inside block there by Luke Britton, number 75 that time. Here again, dancing around the outside. You're going to get a first down, and a nice job here by Mickens, the freshman we were talking about, and Mickens dancing his way to the outside, and a big comeback here. Big first down for Trinity here in the early part of this game.
Not just big, that's huge. Again, as I said, if they had to turn that ball over and punt, Steel High is going to get the ball in good field position. Messiah Mickens is a kid that we had heard about even in preseason, that he was going to be a super freshman, and they're counting on him tonight and 3 more years.
Mickens coming to this game tonight, 284 yards on the season so far. He's second leading rusher of the team to Schlager. Now battling out to the 45-yard line.
So it looks like Trinity is going to line up direct snap, and whoever gets that direct snap looks like they're going to be the running back. And, so far they haven't messed around with any handoffs. Mickens is actually calling the plays right now in the huddle, not the normal quarterback, Caleb Ray. So I imagine we're going to see some Wildcat.
So here's Mickens again. Will step in to the left of the quarterback right now, looks like. And now Mickens moves over in the Wildcat situation.
You got Steel High offsides here, so.
Interesting call here. So you get 5 yards before you even have to run a play here. And now you're going to be down to 2nd down and 3 instead of 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Trinity's using an unbalanced set here. They have a guard and a tackle on the lower part of your screen. And then they load up with extra backs on the right side.
And there's another drop. Now can you get to the outside? Mickens does it again, and Mickens gets him another 1st down. Drops the ball, picks it up, and then gets a 1st down for you with all that.
Yeah, they've run 6 or 7 plays. They've dropped the direct snap twice. They cannot continue to do that. That's just something that, again, you can see he takes his eye off the ball right at the last second, looking for that hole. Just look the ball in, take a little split second longer.
Now you got Schlager back there. He'll be in the Wildcat this time. There goes Schlager. It's like old-time football right now, and just push it down, and Schlager down near 1st down yardage. So far the Wildcat working very well for Trinity.
Right now I would say their game plan is they're going to alternate Ray, Schlager, and Mickens and just direct snap, and they're going to power the ball. They've run to the right almost every time, which is their sideline and might be their strong side of an offensive line.
Bradshaw Knox, the guy over there they're running behind, number 61, and also Luke Britton, number 75. So here we go again, 2nd down and 1. And banging off that right side is Emil Way. So throwing another running back, or check that rather, that's going to be number 5, Tanny Young.
I like this. I like what I'm seeing out of Trinity. They definitely put the game plan together where they felt they could control the ball and keep the Steel High offense off the field.
What's this do to the defense for Steel High right now? As they're saying, there's a different number each time. Do you just focus on the football, or what are you thinking right here, Coach?
Well, I think Steel High is going to have to settle in, and once they figure out what they're doing, they'll make a few adjustments to it.
There's the slide again. Now you put Tucker Painter in motion. And off the left side that time, and a little pancake coming down there from Steel High. That tackle made by Tyshawn Holland.
Steel High does have more than one Irby on the team, and Andrew Irby, number 53, is getting some Division I looks as well on the defensive line. And he's number 53.
Tyshawn Ali, Holland Ali on the tackle there. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 now. Short gain on the play. Again, you slide over. This time insert yet another running back, Christian Joy. You got to make sure if you're going to do a little bit of trickery here each time, you're going to slide people in that Wildcat spot, that you can't out-trick yourself.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is what they've done normally through the course of the season. They definitely like to run the football. Caleb Ray does complete 50% of his passes, but he's only thrown for 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions, but he does sort of 50% rate. Think of this as a veer, but not a veer.
Both teams have 2 penalties for 10 yards so far. There's a slash all the way down to the 31-yard line. Again, picking up big yardage here against Steel High. Again, it's Christian Joy with the carry. So you've had, by my count right now, 4 different running backs in there?
Yeah. And let me expand on veer, but not really a veer. The defense is going to start. They're going to run the ball. When you're running against option teams, you know they're going to run the ball. And then occasionally they're going to pop it out there to a wide receiver, Going to hopefully catch the defense off guard here.
So here's Mickens and Schlager in the backfield. Schlager calling out the signals. Put Painter in motion. And here goes Schlager. And they're going to continue to do what they're doing until they get stopped. This time stopped for almost no gain, maybe a yard on the play. Good job by Steel High spelling that one out.
And they're down close to the 30-yard line. So it's 4th. And because of the penalty, it put them 5 yards. You know, it'd be 4th and 2. Now it's 4th and 7. They'll be going for it here.
Now, do you see Ray in there this time? They've run every play so far. Do you see a passing play come up here from Ray?
Well, they ran it on 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Now they're bringing in a whole bunch of new people. Are they going to punt it, try to get it down inside, or they have a good field? Well, they're going to go field goal.
Going to go with the field goal effort right here.
He did have a good leg on the kickoff.
And it's blocked. And it's picked up by Steel High. Look out. Blocked and picked up by Steel High at the 31, and it's going to be run all the way back for a touchdown by Emil Way on the block punt here at the 4:07 mark. Or block kick, block kick. I want to check that. Really, I made a mistake there on that one. Forgive me. Number 6, Daquan McCraw. Forgive me. Daquan McCraw with the block there. Switched over for a second, had him on Trinity. So at 31, make that a 38-yard field goal. It's blocked right there, and McCraw picks it off and runs it all the way back from the 37, a 63-yard block by Steel High, and all of a sudden the Rollers just turned what was a pretty good drive into real points on the other end, Bill.
Yeah, those are the types of plays Trinity needs to make to be in the ball game, and Steel High makes the play. Clean block. You usually don't see it pop right into the hands of the defense.
And there you see the effort coming up from Trinity. That off the foot of John Pokovitz, and it's blocked. 63-yard touchdown run off the block, all here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Just when you thought you were going pretty well, you had a pretty good drive going, Bill. You go for the field goal from 37 yards out, and it's blocked, and then McCraw picks it out of the air and runs it in the end zone. 63-yard return. Wow. Talk about momentum, just taking a quick, sudden turn. There it is.
Yeah, a lot of push in the middle there. And McCraw is the man kicking off as well.
Well, does a little bit of everything. Here's Trinity. Wide open in the middle field is Joy, and Joy across the 50 into Steel High territory right away, and a good return that time, and all the way back by Trey Wyan. Trey Wyan with the return, number 14, and great field position here for Trinity, so they can start to pick up where they left off, but they're down by 14 points right now.
I get the sense that Trinity can move the football against Steel High. And I think if I'm Jordan Hill, I'm telling them, I'm giving them the confidence to remind them, hey, we just drove the ball against these guys. We've had a couple of bad breaks. This game could easily be 0-0 right now or 3-0 Trinity.
3:58 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0. Steel High leads Trinity right now. Trinity, if they had the answer on that first drive, they really have to answer on this one. And you draw them off sides, so it's going to be offsides against Steel High. It's going to walk it 5 yards up, so now it's first down and 5. Ball will be at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's our 4th offsides for the game, at least 4.
And it's got to be interesting with each of these guys going Wildcat. They probably call a different cadence, right? Here's Mickens. Mickens trying to get to the outside. Mickens is going to be brought down in the backfield, or is he? Manages to fight his way forward, but slowed down nicely there by Steel High's Real Caesar Jr. His name is Durrell, but he goes by Real.
Yeah, they got a little pressure early on. Trinity's game plan clearly looks like they want to run between the tackles as best they can. running east and west is not going to be to their advantage.
So a loss of 2 on the play makes it 2nd down and 7 now for the Shamrocks. 5-3 on the year.
And if they are using a different man to call the cadence each time, you're right, Gary. That can become a bit disconcerting for the linemen, but I'm sure they practiced it in practice all week.
Battering over the left side that time for about 4 yards is Tanny Young. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 now. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Young checks out, and back in comes Schlager.
Yeah, now you're thinking it's 3rd and short, 2 downs here to get the 1st down.
Of course, when you have your offense on the field, their offense is not. So that's where Trinity is right now, trying to put together a march and put it in the end zone. And going back and forth a wildcat between Schlager and Mickens for the most part. Mickens off the right side has enough for the 1st down again inside the 35-yard line down near the 32.
Yeah, he's a strong running back. Again, he's a kid that we had heard about in preseason, and he's as advertised for a freshman. 14 years old. It's pretty impressive.
Not built like a freshman either. And number 11, Joy, comes in for him now. They've been alternating basically 4 backs, so you have Joy there right now alongside of Schlager. Schlager barks out the signals. Schlager moves over. Joy steps into the Wildcat spot. And here they go again. And right over that left side of Joy is loose. Joy inside the 20. Joy the 15 to the 10. Dives down near the 9-yard line, and a big hole opened up at that left-hand side.
Yeah, and they came back against what they had been doing. They shifted everything to the right, were strong on the right side, but didn't move 45 in motion that time and came back to the left side.
What did Tucker Painter, who was out leading the block that time from his tight end spot, really pancake a guy to open him up for another 8 yards.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job handling the steel high front, and if they can continue this, we're going to have a game here. Trinity is a good football team, and I'll comment on that after this play.
So here they are again with Mickens calling the numbers. Mickens with the ball. Mickens near side. Mickens going to get to the quarter. And Mickens, does he get in for the touchdown?
Looks like just short.
Just shy of the goal line is Mickens. So nice job again of scampering to the edge. Well, you got to like the way this kid runs. Freshman.
Yeah, they're going to have 4 or 5 guys running the ball tonight, and he's going to get a bulk of the carries. Again, they've come to the left side now twice after probably running to the right side 10 or 12 times.
So it'll be 2nd down, 1 to go for a touchdown here. Got Joy back there along with Schlager. Joy's going to get the call this time. And Joy straight forward. Joy's going to get into the end zone easily. And Trinity on the board here at the 1:53 mark of the first quarter. Just nothing but coming right at you.
Yeah, if I'm Trinity, I'm pretty comfortable right now the way they're moving the football. So back to Trinity's 5-3, but their 3 losses have come to teams Roman Catholic, Wyomissing, and West Perry. The combined record for those 3 teams is 22-1.
It's not a bad pedigree to be losing to, is it?
No, that's impressive, and a schedule that they're playing.
We'll talk more about that when we come back. 1:53 to go in the first quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2. Welcome back, and Trinity has answered the 2 Steel High touchdowns. They had a field goal block, you remember, a few minutes ago, came right back and answered it, and showing a lot of pedigree here is Trinity.
Yeah, again, they're a tough football team. As I said before the break, their combined losses, they have 3 losses. The 22-1 are the combined records of the teams they've lost to. And they sit number 1 in AA right now for the District 3 playoffs, and they've already beaten the 3rd and 4th place teams in AA.
So 6 plays, 45 yards, 2:15 it took, and a 38-yard kickoff return and a 23-yard run, really the major plays in that whole series. But they ran the ball, did not pass it one single time, with 4 different backs shouldering the load.
And that keeps Alex Irby on the sideline for a long, long time. I almost forgot his name.
Had him on witness protection there for a few minutes. So Irby now calling out the signals. Has Burnett back there with him. Burnett already has a touchdown here tonight. He had the opening touchdown of the game, put Burnett in motion. Now your handoff straight up the middle for Steele High, and they'll bring it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Good run on the play there by Jayon Perry.
Trinity is definitely running man coverage in the secondary, and Steele High is recognizing that by using their motion. And if they pop a run, they're going to pop some runs like they did in their first drive, simply because the secondary is more concerned about the man they have to cover.
Another first down here for Steele High. Ball sits on the 30-yard line. Man in motion. And this time it's going to be a running play. Near side by Irby, and Irby will step out of bounds. Nice gain on the play of about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Steele High has obviously immediately recognized what Trinity is doing defensively, and that means Trinity's going to have to step up with their front 6 or 7 guys up here. They have to stop the run, because they're telling Steele High, we're not going to let you throw the ball. We're going to cover you man and have guys over the top.
Irby kind of glides on you a little bit when you watch him run. Irby has 3 receivers far side, 1 near side, 1 man in the backfield with him. Man in motion. Stepping back is Irby. Irby looking deep. Downfield, has a man open and right through the hands, and it was McGraw, and he had his man beat.
He did. He had him a good 3 or 4 steps on him. Alex Irby put the ball right on the money, and that's what we expect out of a big-time quarterback. He's completing 65% of his passes, which is a really, really nice number for a high school quarterback, and he's thrown for 22 touchdowns and no interceptions.
And McCraw said, I could have had my 2nd touchdown of the night if I'd have caught that one.
He'll come back to that.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 now for the Rollers. Ball at the 36-yard line. And Irby trying to escape it, is not going to escape the clutches of number 45 out there. That's Painter. The guy who's been doing some pretty good blocking on the other side, Tucker Painter, out of his middle linebacker spot, come out and made the play for Trinity here. So they may get off the field here. We'll wait and see. Look at Painter. He's having nothing of letting Irby get away. Great job by Tucker Painter.
I like that Painter he was sort of patient with the tackle. You see so many times that they try to blow the guy up, and he just kind of balanced himself there and grabbed a hold of Irby and didn't let him go.
They're going to kick it out of there now. And a flat kick. Almost want to be careful. But rolling down, getting a Steele High roll all the way down to the 33-yard line, maybe the 32, somewhere in between, where they'll set up 1st down here with 17.8 seconds to go in the first quarter, and 14-7 the Rollers lead. But the Shamrocks might be wearing the momentum tag right now.
Well, if Trinity can continue to pound this football and get a few stops here and there, this is going to be a football game. Trinity has shown what their game plan is going to be. I don't think there's any question about that. And now they're getting better field position than what we thought. So the ball must have hit a Steele High player on the punt.
That's what I wondered. If it hit a Steele High player, I said, get away from it. Now the ball is all the way back out to the 47-yard line of Trinity. They got great field position, just a little over half the field to go. They continue. This time it's going to be the handoff and taken down in the backfield. Good defense that time by the Rollers.
And I think that's the first actual handoff that we have seen, and that's going to bring the first quarter to an end.
And that was Eugene Green with a great tackle there. We'll take a break. We'll come back as the second quarter getting ready to start here. The Rollers 14, the Shamrocks 7. It's all happening in the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week. Back with more right after this.
If it's used car peace of mind you're looking for, Hoffman has it. Hoffman Ford brings you a wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles, carefully chosen and inspected for dependable driving pleasure. For the ultimate peace of mind, Shop the Hoffman collection of Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a used vehicle, you can feel good about your loved one's driving.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to Trinity High School, where it's 14-7, end of the first quarter. Let's get out to Archie Smith Jr., who's on the sideline with some perspective on that first quarter. Archie, take it away.
I mean, the bleachers are packed. I mean, the people are lined up against the fence right now. It is a great atmosphere. And one thing that I have been seeing, one thing that Trinity is doing is not letting Irby get his hands on the ball. You see they're playing time of possession right now and trying to keep the ball out of his hands with that wildcat look that they've been doing. But it's been a great football game going on so far, guys.
Hey, thanks so much, Archie. We'll be back down to you a little bit later. Great job. And first quarter offense, Steel High with 87 yards, Trinity with 84, so it's pretty close. But the score says 14-7 Steel High as we start the second quarter here.
Yeah, that one turnover, well, not a turnover, but the block kick was a big deal. I wish Joey Julius was here to fill us in on what happened there.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 now. It's a gain of 5 on the play. Mickens will check out. And the rotating of the 4 different backs here so far, 3 primary backs and 1 throw in every now and then. Then you got Schlager back there again alongside Christian Joy, who has a touchdown in the game.
Are we going to see our first pass out of Trinity?
Nope. And again, they're very content to run the football. And again, Joy, make that Schlager rather, picks his way out to about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I like the way Schlager runs. It's a nice combination between Mickens and Schlager. Schlager sort of is a see the hole, pick my way through. There it is. Okay, break to the outside, get the first down. Mickens more straight ahead, a little more speed, probably a little more power as well. Good balance with that.
Steps out at the 41-yard line. 11:14 to go here in the second quarter. Don't forget, coming up at halftime is our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Brings up a 1st and 10 again. Slashing off the right side and nowhere to go. You got a flag down in the backfield as well. As again for Trinity, that was number 5, Taney Young. But let's see what the flag is all about. It's going to be against Trinity. Let's see if they decline. There's holding. Not going to decline that one.
Not going to decline that.
So they're going to walk it back here, all the way back to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, just this running attack. I mean, Steel High, they're a single-A school. They have 29, 30 guys on the team, so you know a lot of them are playing both ways. And if you're getting pounded up front over and over again, if it's close in the fourth quarter, Trinity has an honest shot.
They put Painter back over in that blocking on the right side. Here they come. Mickens trying to find a way to go. Mickens finds a sliver and gets through, gets out past the 50 into Steel High territory down to the 48. What a move he made at the line.
Yeah, nice little cut there. Looked like he was going to be caught for a loss in the backfield. He put the brakes on, planted that right foot, and got up inside and put him back in decent position on 2nd down.
So 2nd down now, and we're going to call it, we'll figure it out here in a second. 2nd down, say 19 on the board. Ball at the 49-yard line. Not one pass thrown so far by Trinity in this game. We're in the second quarter, 10-10 to go. And now you just drew a man offside, so you're going to pick up 5 without having to run a play. Again, Steel High getting caught here in the penalty box.
Yeah, the discipline on the front for the Steel High defense has got to be a little bit better, particularly the way that Trinity is playing this football game.
Again, you're hearing 3 to 4 different voices every time barking out the signals. It's got to be a little bit disconcerting. Look at this Joy, straight over the left side, down near the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, and I think that I think for Trinity this is 4-down territory again. They've got 2 downs to pick up the first down. Steel High is putting 10 guys within 4 yards of the football now. They see what's happening.
Joy coming into this game only had 101 yards for the season, but he's been averaging 9.18 yards per carry, and he's doing a great job in this game so far as Mickens this time looks like he might be the signal caller. And you wonder how the rotation works here.
Yeah, I quite haven't figured that out. But I'd like to see Schlager run the ball a little bit more, but he also is a key on defense.
Well, you can't just get on one person the way they're doing it right now. As Joy checks back in for Mickens.
But what you can do, the man getting the direct snap is pretty much carrying the football.
Exactly.
So, it's just it's mano a mano here. The offensive line against the defensive front.
Hey, this offensive line right now for Trinity. Oh, and he just got jammed. A great job of submarining that time as they get in underneath Tanny Young. And what a wonderful job from Steel High, as you saw number 30 diving in there. Number 2, forgive me on that. Go ahead, Bill.
That was number 20.
Yeah, I was looking down here at the thing, and number 20 diving in on that one as well. That was Asa Kochevar with the tackle and stopping the drive here for Trinity on 4th down.
Yeah, that was a big-time play there, because if they get the first down there, that meant they overcame the 1st and 20.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 now for the Rollers, and this could be a big turnaround again in momentum with 8:43 to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, the Jack Giambalvo halftime report, the Capital Blue Cross and AT&T halftime stats, and the Capital Region first half highlights. Also a special interview with Charlie Fortney and Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation. So here's Irby back in business again with his offense. Hands off, near side, and man still loose. Again, you have to finish off the tackle there, as Ronald Burnett, who has the first touchdown in the game here, managed to get loose, but they had him again, bottled up in the backfield, kind of similar to the first play where he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that was almost a carbon copy, just going the other way this time. And
that was a guy who's making pretty good tackles here so far tonight, Tucker Painter.
Yeah, Painter.
Painter that time tried to throw him around instead of just hanging on to him, as you said earlier. He was patient in the tackle earlier. This time let go. Ball at the 44, 2nd down 1. Fake play action. You might have a hold back here. Let's take a look. No call. Intended receiver downfield was John Perry.
Yeah, 2nd and 1. They try to get a big play downfield on that with a little go route. Now they'll run the ball and get to 1st down and get 3 more downs.
So here's Irby. Dad's the coach, Andrew Irby. That's got to be fun, talking those little conversations at night, right?
Sometimes it might be fun, sometimes not.
Sometimes you want to not have the key to that door. There's Irby. Irby gets caught. Did he get to the 1st down yardage? I don't think so.
I think they had a bad snap there, and it was a broken play. I don't think Irby was intended to run that ball, and if he was, the timing got thrown off there.
So now they're going to have to get it on 4th down as Painter goes off limping a little bit for Trinity. He's been a big part of their whole offense tonight. Yeah, you can see the ball was kind of pitched behind him. Nice job by Irby just to hang on and then dives toward the 1st down yardage. Can't get it. So a big 4th down play coming up right here.
Looks like somebody called timeout. Okay.
So you saw Jordan Hill out in the field. A lot of you remember Jordan Hill from his Penn State playing days, trying to rejuvenate that Trinity program right now and doing a pretty good job of it this year, 5-3, as they're making great strides on that program.
So big 4th down. They've put Andrew Irby in the backfield in front of their running back. Let's say we're going to get a lead play here.
Everybody in the box as Irby hands it off, and they get him. They bring him down on 4th down, so they trade 4th down stops here, these two teams. And what a tackle back there by Jacob Ness.
Huge play at this point of the game. They have been able to get Steel High off the field the last 2 times, and that is just an enormous stop in this part of the game, middle of the second quarter.
Well, you watched Ness. He hung on like a dog on a bone that time. He was not letting anybody get out of there.
This is good. This is going to be a good football game. I'm convinced of that now.
So Trinity with the football, 7:24 to go. Huge 4th down stop here at the 7:24 mark.
Now let's see what Trinity can do with it.
And Trinity says we can do something with it right away. How about this? We'll get out around the outside corner and take off for a little romp.
And here's the problem that Steel High's going to face here. They're putting 10 guys up in the box, and they still can't stop what Trinity wants to do. And when they do get into secondary, there's nobody back there.
Look at Mickens again. Mickens dancing, then finding his hole, diving through it, crossing the 30.
You know, Schlager was the lead blocker there and didn't even really have anybody to pick up.
And all of a sudden what's happening here, too, is the Steel High defense is having to stay on the field for a long time against a plethora of running plays here.
Yeah, this wears on you.
Here's Mickens again. Mickens is very patient back there, picking his spot as he gets down to the 20.
He's doing a nice job. He's probably going to have a season-high number of carries in this game.
Messiah Mickens doing the job here so far for Trinity.
But I've said this on previous broadcasts. Sometimes when you can throw the ball and you have big plays, or you get like the block kick, you score quickly like that, you can kind of shrug that off and say, well, that won't happen again. Hopefully it won't. But when you're just getting thrashed at the line of scrimmage and getting pounded by 4 different running backs, you start to think, can we stop these guys?
Christian Joy in there now alongside of Schlager, and Schlager is going to be brought down, led on the tackle that time by number 55, Amari Williams, for the Rollers. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 now for Trinity.
Big down here. I would say they're probably in 4-down territory based on what I saw in the first field goal attempt.
Right.
I would say Coach Hill would be a little nervous to put the field goal team out.
Christian Joy back calling the signals. Will he move over? Will be Schlager. Schlager calls him out. Schlager picks his way. Schlager trying to get in behind some people there and not going to get very much. They'll get down maybe to the 18-yard line.
Okay, let's see what Coach Hill decides to do here.
And Schlager loses his helmet. He comes running off the field.
Yeah, I would say the way Trinity's defense is playing, that I would go for it here. And
Mickens has been the go-to guy so far tonight. He seems to find ways to get yardage even when there aren't ways there.
He has been, and Steel High is, even though they're giving up some yardage still, they're getting that one stop every once in a while that puts Trinity behind the sticks, and that was the one right there that they needed. And now let's see what they do on 4th and 5.
And here is Mickens in there now, so let's see what he can do as they call. So timeout called. Everybody looks up.
Yeah, I think Trinity must have called the timeout.
Timeout. We'll take one as well. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Fans, Advanced Hoops Winter Program is out and ready to roll. Skill builders for kids, kindergarten through 4th grade. A special 3rd, 4th grade boys and girls 5-on-5, 5th and 6th grade competition games, classes, as well as a middle school boys league on Sunday nights. Perfect for kids who get cut for the basketball team or kids that want more playing experience during the winter months. Go to www.advancedhoops.com. Back to the field right now. It'll be 4th down and 4. Big play come up here. Here goes Mickens. Mickens looking to find his way down. Mickens somehow trying to get loose. Mickens is not going to get loose this time. They catch him. Another 4th down stop here in this game, and a man down on the field with a hurt ankle.
Yeah, that was a big stop for Steel High. I didn't expect quite as much of a defensive battle here, but the way Trinity is playing this game, they're turning it into one.
Take a look here. Trying to find his way. Mickens has been able to find his way through all night long. But a wonderful job that time for Trinity, or for Steel High rather, with Eugene Green. We've called his number a few times tonight, number 56, in on the big tackle.
Yes, I would like to see Trinity's backs a little bit more. They're starting to dance a little bit now.
So here's Irby now. Handoff right up the middle. And gaining even after he gets tackled right there. It's Painter on the tackle.
Fumble.
Doing a fumble down the field was the...
Looked like his momentum had been stopped.
And you don't know if the whistle was blown right there. So a nice carry on the... That time by Ronald Burnett, number 22.
Steel High going fast now.
Irby again, another handoff. Again, slashing off the near side is Burnett. He's loose. Burnett all the way out to the 50-yard line. He'll pick up 20 yards on another slashing kind of run off that left side.
And it looks like they're going to commit to the run a little bit.
Pretty good blocking off that left side. And, man, does Burnett have a really kind of wild look as he runs, but he's very effective. Fake to Burnett. Play action. Here goes Irby. Irby looking near side. Has a man out there in the flat. Across the 40. Another first down as he found his man out there. That was Jayon Perry, and Perry with the first down.
Yeah, nice job by Irby there. It looked like he wanted to go down the left sideline. And we got ineligible downfield.
Ooh, that'll bring it back. Big call there on the penalty flag. They're going to walk it back here against Steel High just when you thought they were getting moving, and not really enough rhythm right now for Steel High so far, Bill.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. They're looking for some rhythm. I've coached teams similar to this where you like to throw the football. That's what you want to do, and when you're forced to maybe run it a little bit more, you're not comfortable with that.
So it'll be first down and 15 yards to go. Again, Burnett. Burnett continuing to get the heavy share of duty right now, so get down to the 49, maybe the 48-yard line of Trinity with yet another good run. Like the way Burnett runs. Hard runner, but also very quick.
Yeah, he definitely showed speed when he broke away on the first touchdown, and he also runs hard. And this is where Trinity has to be better. They have to be able to stop 22.
So it'll be second down and 8 yards to go down to 49. Pass out to the flat. Nice catch out there. And kind of slipping down and looking like he's hurt right there is Asa Kochevar, who was out there, caught the ball. Looked like he came down on the knee funny.
I'm not sure. It was a nice little out cut, and Alex Irby really put it on the money there. A lot of times I judge quarterbacks how they can throw that 8 to 10 yard out in high school, and that ball is right on the money.
And a tight spiral to boot. You can see right there, Kochevar coming down oddly on his left side. And that was, you can see why he's hurt.
Well, we have got a penalty again.
And again, another penalty is going to march it down this time.
So second and 20 is going to be the situation for Steel High now.
So second and 20 is you get a few yards forward, a bunch of yards backward, and that's where Steel High is at the moment. 4:47 to go here in the first half. Rollers up by 1 touchdown, trying to add to it, but having a tough time getting out of the starting gate here.
We're going to have a screen.
There's a screen, and off the hands of the receiver. A little too hard a pass that time.
Yeah, for that short a pass, looked like he got it right in there to him, but it was a middle screen. And pretty typical call at all levels of football when you have a down like that. Coaches on the sidelines are always yelling, watch the screen, watch the screen. And they used to yell, watch the draw, but nobody runs a draw play anymore.
Right. Third down and 20 now. Chance for Trinity to get off the field again here if they can stop Steel High right here. Let's see what the Rollers have in store.
Notice the press on the outside, but you're going to have also too deep in the secondary. So they're pressing the up receivers, but there's also going to be...
You just put 2 men in motion for the
so
moment.
He reset. Irby really smart. He reset that because that would have been a penalty.
So back goes Irby. Irby looking in the pocket. Irby throws downfield. Has a man wide open on the out on the far sideline, inside the 30, to the 25, inside the 20, pushed out near the 16-yard line. He was wide open over there. I'm surprised just how wide open he was.
Well, I hate to break the news to you, but that play's coming back.
Another penalty against Steel High.
Steel High had a man in motion, and then he stopped, but then another man went in motion right after that. You have to be set for a second before a second guy can go. And so basically it's 2 men in illegal shift is what they're going to call it.
So they're going to walk it back yet. So just when it looked like Steel High was trying to get going, they bring it all the way back again. It was third down and 25 yards to go.
Now this is going to be Trinity's problem. If they can't get pressure on these long downs, Irby's going to find open receivers downfield.
And you had 2 guys basically playing space that time, with 1 guy standing on the near sideline, the offensive player. Nice to see Kochevar back up and running a little bit. He went off with a slip down, oddly, on his left leg a few minutes ago. So we have third down now and 25 yards to go. And another penalty flag, and the official's actually smiling, going, okay, this one's offsides against Trinity. I don't know if we're going to get a playoff here yet today.
Well, must be the Thursday night game.
Thursday night here on Fox 43.2, your high school sports live TV game of the week. Don't forget, tomorrow night will be in Hershey Stadium, where Hershey and Lower Dauphin lock horns in that one. So it'll be 3rd down and 20 now. Ball resting at the 38-yard line, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Irby looking, has time to run here. He's getting flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run near sidelines, and he'll step out of bounds far short of the first down, which should be a punting situation.
Yeah, I would think they will punt here. Nice job by the Trinity defense, obviously. He wanted to go a little deeper since he needed 20, 25 yards. Another good job, though, by one of the Trinity defenders. He didn't hit Irby as he was approaching the out of bounds. That almost becomes an automatic call anymore. So they're lining up like they're going for it.
And all they want to do is draw people off sides here, maybe get a quick 5, see what happens.
Yeah, they're not going to go for it. He's going to punt it himself.
So Irby's going to step back in punting position here. And Irby kicks it downfield. Nobody there to take it. It's going to roll down inside the 10-yard line and dead right around the, I believe that's going to be around the 8 or 9-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10.
Interesting. Irby throws left-handed and he kicks right-footed.
There you go. So Trinity gets the ball back here, 4:12 to go, and they're still only down a touchdown after all the stuff that's going back and forth here in between.
Now, I would think Trinity's job right now is to get some first downs. They do not want to give Steel High the ball back because obviously they have an explosive offense and can score at any time from any part of the field.
And they do get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, and that could turn into disaster. They need to get some first downs here, even if they don't score. You know, first down. 2 first downs will get him almost out of the half.
So Schlager steps back there, and Schlager's going to take it himself.
I think that's Mickens again.
Mickens, and Mickens instead gets forward as they shift right at the end a lot of times, and Mickens gets him out with some decent yardage here.
Well, when you're putting your game on the shoulders of a 14-year-old, that's some big shoes he's wearing there.
Gets the ball out to the 19-yard line. It should bring up 2nd down and we'll make that 1st down and 10. He gets a 1st down. So there's exactly what you talked about. That front line continues to surge forward here for Trinity. Near side this time, nothing doing as the wall rises up, and you saw Amari Williams and Sean Bennett Jr. Part of the 2 guys that formed that wall for the blue and white of the Rollers.
Yeah, there was an instant penetration there, and that's the one thing Trinity can't have when you're running this style of offense. Instant penetration just blows everything up when you're trying to run the ball straight ahead.
Have we ever seen a whole half where there wasn't one pass thrown by a team?
I'm sure we have, but I don't remember when.
Be 2nd down and 7 yards to go now. Ball out resting at the 23-yard line. Shamrocks trying to get something going here before the half. 3:05 to go in the half. And again, good defense here by Trinity in stopping them out near the 25, maybe the 26-yard line as Mickens carries it.
I think this is a bigger down for Trinity than it is Steel High because there's still 2:46, 2:47 on the clock. I would anticipate if Trinity does not get the first down that Coach Irby may call a timeout because his offense can go pretty quickly and gobble up first downs and yardage.
It's interesting. They just keep coming off tackle right and left here. No student body right, student body left, pitch outs, anything like that. Jet sweeps, just pretty basic football here so far.
I think because of Steel High speed, they probably don't want to run east and west.
Here they come again, and Steel High starting to get some good surge up front there. That time led in part by Tyshawn Holland Ali, number 52. Also number 55 there again, Amari Williams. He's been active all night long.
Yeah, well, when you're an inside linebacker, you should have a lot of tackles when you're playing against an offense this is their strategy. And I am assuming Coach Irby did call that timeout in this situation.
We'll take one as well. 2:10 to go here in the half. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week here on Fox 43.2.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
So punt coming up here. And punting it out of there for Trinity is going to be John Pakovitz. He does the punting and the place kicking chores here for this team. Taken by Trinity right there at the 42-yard line. And running it back into Trinity territory for Steel High is Darrell Cesar Jr.
So Trinity only got 1 first down where I was thinking they would need 2, and that 1 first down came on the first play. So that really didn't take the time off the clock that they needed, and now Steel High has plenty of time to do whatever they want. They can run the ball if they want to here.
1:59 to go in the half, and Steel High with the football and the lead, 14-7 here in this Capital Division matchup. Steel High used to scoring a lot of points, and off that right side again goes Burnett, and Burnett tackled, but almost tackled for an extra 2 yards or so.
Yeah, he's a punishing runner. He laid it right to the linebackers of Trinity on that play.
Been very impressive so far has Ronald Burnett, 5'10", 180-pound junior. So it'll be second down now, 2 yards to go. Got to think maybe Burnett gets it again. Or maybe you pass on this play.
I think you have Steel High moving again.
And the penalties are piling up here for Steel High in the first half. It's certainly shot any momentum in the foot for them so far.
Yeah, those hurt. But again, Steel High has the type of offense where they can overcome, maybe not the 10 and 15-yard penalties, but they can overcome the 5-yard penalties, but they still hurt. Trinity doesn't have that ability to overcome based on the fact they haven't even thrown the ball one time.
Travis Sparks, our statistician, just told me Mickens has over 100 yards here in the first half for Trinity, and a receiver on a different page for the quarterback there.
Yeah, it didn't look like the receiver was even looking at the football.
He was looking at Burnett out there in the flat. There you see Jordan Hill over on the sideline. And check that, rather, you're going to see over the sideline Andrew Irby.
Yeah, so
for Steel High.
3rd and 7. Steel High will take 2 downs to try and get this because they know Trinity is not a threat to go quick. Even if they get the ball back at the 40, they probably can't score from there.
Irby has the whole right side open. Man in the backfield, trip receivers near side.
Yeah, notice the trip receivers are stacked in almost an I formation.
Here's the handoff to Burnett again, and Burnett is undercut in the backfield. Nice job by Messiah Mickens there, and now a flag down on the field as well. See what the call is. 2 flags down on the field. Normally in the holding range there.
Well, with the man that was in motion, it's indicating to me that possibly he started forward too soon or maybe an illegal crackback block.
1:04 to go here in the half. It's a big penalty right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big penalty, and since it's going to be a big yardage penalty, they're going to take that. That's 15 yards. That's 15-yarder.
They walk it back 15, and so now Trinity with 1:04. Now the clock does become a little bit more of a factor.
Yeah, and it used to, when I was coaching back in the 80s and 90s, the crackback block was one that we used quite frequently, and receivers loved it. It was the one time they got to hit guys on the other side, and you didn't have to be looking. There was no penalty for blind side as long as you didn't hit them in the back. But now the rules have changed a little bit to protect defenders.
Right now, if you're Coach Andrew Irby, obviously you want to dial something up here. It's going to pick up some decent yardage on this play. You got 3rd and 24. Got 1:04 to go. You don't want to do something dumb here, but yet at the same time, you want to score. You want to take some momentum into the locker room at halftime, don't you?
Well, I'm doing one of 2 things. I'm either going to throw it deep and try to pick up the first down because you have a quarterback and receivers that can do it, or I'm going to run the ball and force the Shamrocks to call a timeout if they want to get the ball back in decent shape. So one of these two options is what I'm looking at here.
Well, here's Irby. He's got two receivers near side, one far side. A man in the backfield with him is Burnett. And he's got to go straight back. He's looking. Irby throws it downfield, has a man down there, and it is incomplete. As he was trying to get, I think it was McCraw again. And McCraw not able to hang on to that.
Yeah, a little bumping back down there, but they let him play. I felt the Trinity defensive back did try to play the football.
And there's McCraw. McCraw goes up. Nice job, though, for Trinity of Christian Joy knocking it away. Good defensive play by Joy.
Yeah, and that would have picked up the first down.
Absolutely. And now, do you run one more play here, or do you punt it out of there?
They're going to punt. They can't afford to let him start from here.
No short field at this point. It'll be booted out of there by Cesar. All the way down again, inside the 10, inside the 5, brought down around the 2-yard line. So if you're Trinity, you may well take a knee a couple of times here and get out of the half.
I think there's a penalty flag, of course. I think, if there is a penalty flag, if I saw it right, I think Steel High lined up offsides.
And let's see what the call is, if there is any. Go back upfield here with our camera and see. And yeah, against Steel High, so they're going to do it again.
Okay.
No flag down, so the referee pointing and saying
I guess
no
I'm
flag.
seeing things.
Okay, so it'll be first down and 10 now for Trinity. Ball at their own 4-yard line. Time to be careful here with the football. You don't want to do anything right now that would cause you any problems.
Yeah, they're going to stay in this Wildcat. Now, remember, they dropped a few of these earlier, but they'll be a little more cautious now, I would hope.
But here's Mickens. Mickens battles over the left side, out near the 7-yard line.
So we're down. Unless Steel High wants to call a timeout, then the half should run out here.
32 seconds as we're getting ready to head to the half here in a moment.
They might have to run one play.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Capital Blue Cross at AT&T halftime stats. Archie Smith Jr. with some commentary on the first half. And we'll have a special interview with Charlie Fortney and Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation. So lots to do here at the half. In what has turned into a very interesting game here, 14-7, Steel High up. We'll get one more snap here, I think, before the half, or will we? 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that is halftime here at Trinity Field. And it is 14-7. Steel High leads. And now stay tuned for a special interview with Charlie Fortney and Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation. All here on High School Sports Live TV. It's the game of the week on Fox 43.2.
I'm here with Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation. Really excited to talk more about the Peyton Walker Foundation. We're at Trinity High School. This is a special place for you. I know Peyton graduated from Trinity High School, and you've done a lot of things for Trinity. You've done a lot of things for the area, but talk about not only the AEDs you've installed at the school, but tonight you're installing like a save station. Is that right? What's it called?
That's right, a save station. So it's only going to be the second one in Central PA. And what it does, it houses an AED, which is a defibrillator, and it makes it's climate controlled. And so it makes it publicly accessible 24/7, 365. So anybody can get access to the AED instead of having it locked up inside the concession stand or locked up in an office or closet somewhere. Now it's out in a public space. Anyone can have access to it and use it to help save a life when someone's in sudden cardiac arrest.
Well, it's exciting because, Julie, what I know the area appreciates about you. I was just talking to Trinity football coaches earlier. When I mentioned I was here, they said, Charlie, why are you here? I said, you're usually not. I said, well, we're doing an interview with Julie Walker, and one of the coaches was like, she is amazing. I said, absolutely amazing. But here's the thing. You guys are out and about. I know you have one of your team members here. You've created a team. Talk about the team, because I know it's not just you behind the scenes. Talk about some of your teammates and why it's so important building that team.
Well, honestly, our entire team is the whole community. It's all the healthcare systems that have partnered with us, UPMC and Geisinger and WellSpan and Penn State Health. everybody that's come together to help make our work possible, but not only the healthcare system, the community partners that fund the work that we do, and we've got a phenomenal team. We've got AED instructors, we've got Ashley Forsberg, who was just named 40 under 40 by the Central Penn Business Journal, so she's been an incredible addition to the staff. Again, just growing and expanding nonstop because the services are, outpacing the demand and how we can fulfill what's needed in the community. It's crazy.
Let's not assume that everybody at home knows what we're talking about. Let's go back to the fundamentals. There's a real problem out there, and you guys are addressing it. There's a concern for young athletes and young people in general. Talk about that.
Well, I guess, too, let's educate for those who aren't aware. So Peyton was a 2012 graduate of Trinity High School, died without warning because of sudden cardiac arrest in 2013. So, we've seen videos, sadly, of other athletes who have dropped over dead on a soccer field or a football field. But we know it's the number one killer of student athletes in our country. And every hour, every day, we lose a kid to sudden cardiac arrest, and most often it's because they have an undiagnosed heart issue. And what we have found is that routine physicals and sports physicals don't look for these hidden heart issues. And we know that an electrocardiogram, which is, you put 12 little stickers on your chest and you get an electrical reading of your heart activity, that is a critical tool and can detect like 80% of the hidden heart issues that lead to cardiac arrest. So we got Peyton's Law passed in 2020. That was amazing.
Talk about Peyton's Law and what that is for our viewers. Give a little more information on that.
Yeah, so we had a great champion in Senator Mike Regan who led this initiative and got the legislation passed. So any athlete who participates in PIAA sports across the entire Commonwealth, when they fill out their paperwork, there's information on there about sudden cardiac arrest and why an electrocardiogram should be considered. So an electrocardiogram, very inexpensive test. It's painless, but it can tell so much, and it's really important. So I encourage parents, read that paperwork, ask for an electrocardiogram whenever you're getting a physical or a sports physical. Really, an EKG can help save a young person's life.
Your website is a wealth of knowledge. Where can people go, and what can they do if they want to get their son or daughter or any member of their family a test checked out?
Yeah, definitely visit PeytonWalker.org for more information. But again, I encourage people when you're having sports physicals or well-child physicals, talk to your pediatrician or healthcare provider. Ask them, hey, what's the issue with sudden cardiac arrest? Can we please get a baseline electrocardiogram? And hopefully it should be approved. But again, on our website, there's information on there, the proper ICD-10 codes that you can use for billing so that they're covered. Let us be a resource for you. Get the information that you need.
Good. Julie Walker with the Peyton Walker Foundation. We're going to have her at the 6A District Championships, whether I have to go to her house and video her doing it or not, but that's happening here at the end of November. But again, Trinity's still high, coming up soon.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to our Jack Giambavo halftime report here at Trinity Field, where it is 14-7 at the half. Steel High leads Trinity. And I want to go down and get the first impression of this half from Archie Smith Jr., who's down on the sideline. He's been patrolling the field down there, putting some yardage in there, Archie. What do you see in the first half, my friend?
Hey, guys, what I seen right now was a good ball control offense coming from Trinity. As you can see right now with the hot, potent offense that Stilton has right now, the game plan that I'm thinking for Trinity right now is to keep Alex off of the field. All right, with those high, he can throw the ball, receivers, dangerous receivers like that. So they want to make sure that they keep him off of the field. That's why you're seeing this heavy run. And I heard you guys say something on kind of earlier that made a lot of sense, that we haven't seen Trinity pass the ball at all. So one thing they're doing, they're not letting Irby get into a rhythm right now, which is causing a lot of, penalties, something that Stilton is not used to, because they're used to everything being fast-paced.
Bill, rhythm was something we talked about in the first half. Trinity seemed to have some pretty good rhythm most of the time, but Steel High got thrown off for them by all the penalties that got thrown at them in the first half.
Yeah, the penalties have really slowed this game down to the point where you're not sure what the offenses can do, particularly Steel High. They've had some real killer penalties, and I'd like to ask Archie. Archie, down there, can you see, it looks like Trinity is playing man against Steel High on the press coverage, but they also probably have a couple of guys over the top to make sure that they can't get deep on them.
Oh, that's exactly what they're doing. They are rerouting these receivers, and all the DBs and receivers out there. And, Coach, you know that what you want to do is you want to throw off the timing, okay? With a great quarterback like Irby, you don't want to let him get in the rhythm. So those guys are trying to run deep, and the corners are getting the jam over there, and they do have help over top. So that's why you see these guys following the motion everywhere they go. And Stilton is doing a lot of motion to identify that Trinity is playing them in man.
Archie, talk about the offensive line for Trinity in the first half. They were dynamic in opening up big holes. Not one pass thrown by Trinity the whole half. Ran four different receivers or four different running backs constantly out of that Wildcat, but they were getting big holes right until the end of the half when it looked like Steel High was starting to figure them out a little bit.
Well, one thing about this offense, guys, if you can see it real down here on a field level, is it's not a regular Wildcat. It's an unorthodox Wildcat. As you can see from the center, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys spread to the right side with a blocker. So that's why these guys was kind of getting that penetration. And then sometimes they bring the quicker back and then go backside. Now with that, you see Stilton is trying to make sure that they're not outnumbered on one side, but they're trying to make sure that they have guys backside to keep it honest. It's very, you can see it's chess being played out here, guys, not checkers.
Archie, thanks so much for the analysis. Appreciate it. We'll be back with you in the third quarter. Let's take a look right now at our Capital Region first half highlights here. A number of really good ones here in the first half. And, Bill, take us through these a little bit.
Yeah, this first one here is the touchdown run where they had him stopped in the backfield.
64-yard touchdown run by Ronald Burnett at the 10:22 mark of the first quarter.
And Burnett definitely has some speed once he gets out, and we've also commented that he runs viciously.
And here's the blocked field goal, and then picked off there by Daquan McCraw, who takes it all the way back for a 63-yard block. Take it to the house, 6, and then add the extra point. It's 14-0, and looks like the bus is leaving town here for the Rollers, but not so fast as Christian Joy dives in at the 1:53 mark of the first quarter with a 1-yard plunge to make it 14-7.
So let's take everything into consideration here. We said at the top of the show, Steel High has scored over 70 points twice, over 60 points twice. And here they've scored one touchdown in the first half offensively because they have one special teams touchdown.
And let's take a look right now at our AT&T and Capital Blue Cross halftime stats. 14, 151, 32 for 149 in rushing there. You see, obviously, Trinity rushing and having the ball a lot longer here than is Steel High. And, of course, the penalty. Look at those penalties so far. 9 for 61 yards. I'm surprised it's not a little bit more than that. On the other side, 4 for 30 for Trinity in the first half.
Yeah, it's not the 61 yards. That surprises me a little bit. I thought it would be more than that. But when you have 9 penalties in the first half, whether they're 5-yard version or the 10-yard version or 15-yard version, 9 penalties continually puts you back time after time after time and breaks any type of rhythm that you can get on offense.
Final thought here. Archie, you're down in the field right now. What do you do if you're Steel High coming out here in the second half?
keep motioning our receivers around, knowing that we do have man coverage. But one thing we want to do that we did see that work for Stilton was them running the ball straight up the middle, because they are outflanking them by pulling the guys out of the box for Trinity. So if it's for me, I'm looking for Stilton to come out with some more of the running game, or look to get the ball to the receivers quicker and let those guys make plays.
Coach Bill Chase, if you're Trinity and you're over there on the other side, what do you want to do in the second half?
Well, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, because, as Archie said, their game plan is to control the ball. You have the ball, Alex Irby's not on the field. So that's what I want to continue to do. What I started noticing the Trinity backs doing later in the half, starting to dance a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see them just continue to go straight ahead, hit the hole a little harder. But Steel High was getting a little more penetration late in that second half, too, which was disrupting that.
Some of the individual numbers here in the first half. Alex Irby, how about this? 0 for 5 in passing, 5 rushes for 22 yards. Burnett with 6 rushes for 116 yards and a touchdown. Perry with 3 rushes for 13 yards. On the other side, Trinity, Mickens, 18 rushes for 108 yards and 1 touchdown in the first half. 9 rushes for 19 yards for Schlager. And Joy, 3 rushes for 16 yards. And I think Joy actually had the touchdown, not Mickens, in the first half. We're going to take a break. We have an interview coming up here. We'll be back with more with your Jack Gianvalvo halftime report. It's 14-7. Steel High leads Trinity here on the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week right here on Fox 43.2.
I'm with Dr. Calista Morris from OSS Health. She's an orthopedic sports medicine surgeon. Today we're going to talk about shoulder injuries. What sport really kind of wins this, if you will, the injury battle?
Yeah, absolutely, hands down, as some people may guess, football wins that battle, but very close by are wrestling and baseball. Okay. When it comes to baseball, pitching is absolutely the number one, more so than field players or catching. So pitchers are the biggest risk. Football is kind of a conglomerate. Yes, we see them in the quarterbacks, but those are more contact positions. Right. So wide receivers, running backs, they get hit a little bit harder.
I'm mentoring a young man. He's in my car the other day, and my shoulder hurts. I said, hey, what's going on, buddy? He said, I landed on my shoulder in practice. Do you tell them to go right back out there, or should they come in and get an x-ray, maybe like OSS Health, or should they, how do they know whether to be careful or just to keep going at it?
If obviously there's deformity or anything like that to the shoulder just doesn't look right, come in right away, we'll get an x-ray. But if it just seems like a mild ache, give it a day or two, take some ibuprofen, Tylenol if you can tolerate it, and then if it's still not better within 72 hours, then definitely come in and get it checked out.
Talk about preventative measures for shoulder injuries.
Absolutely. So the number one thing for us is actually the shoulder blade. So if we can really strengthen the back and the shoulder blade, that helps the shoulder move better as a unit, puts you at less risk of injury. And then also stretching. So you want the motion on your dominant side to equal the motion of your non-dominant side.
Cincinnati Reds, Bucknell wrestling team. I mean, you've been around a lot of different sports. It's got to be a dream come true. A little girl or a little guy, high school kid, junior high comes in. You can talk to them about sports. You can relate to them. You've been there. Does that give you an advantage making that connection?
Absolutely. So at being a former athlete and being around as high level as Major League Baseball, we understand the importance of getting back to their sport and their passion and what they want to do and doing it safely, but also timing for that. So we kind of base, are you going into senior season? Are you trying to make this tournament or that tournament? How can we work your injury to get you back to your goals?
What would be like a return to play checklist on how you could judge whether or not that shoulder is ready to go?
Yeah. So if it's any type of shoulder injury that requires rehab, it's at least 6 weeks rehab. So you're out for 6 weeks if you're not taking care of yourself. If it gets to a surgical aspect, now we're looking at 6 months. So it's a pretty big deal if we have to go in for surgery. So if you can take a break and let it rest, that's great. It may save you months on a recovery turn, but we go on a stepwise progression. We work on motion first, then we work on strength, and then we get back into sport-specific activities.
If you want more information, go to osshealth.com.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to more of our Jack Giambavo halftime report. And, Bill, we're getting to that time of season. Bill Chase, our coach, sitting here, where we're thinking about district playoffs right now, and we got 6 different divisions. Let's talk a little bit about some of the teams in the area here and how they're doing.
Well, let's start with a single A and work our way up. Steel High, there are only 3 teams in single A in District 3. We had highlighted that on a previous broadcast. Steel High is almost definitely going to be the single A representative. They take 2 teams from District 3 to play in the playoffs. Steel High will have to beat one of those teams. Right now it looks like Fairfield will be the team that they're going to play in the district finals.
Fairfield 2 and 5 right now.
Yeah, so Steel High is going to be the Class A representative.
How about in Double A? You've got one of the teams on the field here tonight. It's leading Double A.
Yeah, Double A takes 4 teams into the districts. Trinity, right now it's Trinity ranked first. Anvil is second. You have DeLone Catholic and Camp Hill. And Trinity has beaten DeLone Catholic in the opening game of the season. I think it was, I'm going to say it was 35-7. They kind of dominated that game, and they beat Camp Hill pretty comfortably. Maybe last week. It was recently that they played Camp Hill. So they seem to be the class.
Triple A, you've got 3 tied up there with Wyomissing, Lancaster Catholic, and West Perry, all at 8-0. And, of course, West Perry facing Steel High next week in a huge game.
Yeah, that we'll see if Steel High is still in first place, tied with West Perry after tonight. And that will set up the winner of the Capital Division next week against West Perry. West Perry looks like a really good team. They score a lot of points and haven't given up many.
How about in 4A? You got Manheim Central, always a great football name, right there with another great football name, Bishop McDevitt. Manheim Central 7-0, Bishop McDevitt 6-1, and Lampeter Strasburg in there at 7-1 as well.
Yeah, Lampeter Strasburg's always interesting. I never quite know what they have, but boy, they give teams a rough go in the districts, and they've beaten McDevitt at least one time in districts.
Solanco and Exeter in at 8-0, Gettysburg at 7-1, moving back over to the Mid-Penn this year. New Oxford at 7-1, and Elizabethtown at 7-1, and 5A. And then, of course, in 6A, you've got Cumberland Valley on top, 6-2. Central York right behind them, 7-1. Of course, Cumberland Valley beat them in our opening game of the season. And then you got Hempfield in there at 6-2 at 3rd, and Manheim Township 6-2 at 4th. Harrisburg back at 5th at 5-2.
Yeah, Harrisburg's beaten Cumberland Valley, but last week Cumberland Valley lost to Carlisle, so Carlisle's back in the mix as far as a playoff spot. Carlisle currently at 4-4 holds the last playoff spot right now in 6A.
And that is your district roundup here as we get ready to start the second half here. Your high school sports live TV game of the week as Steel High will kick off and Trinity with a very important possession. They take it at the 16-yard line, and brought down very quickly there will be Kenny Young. And Trinity will set up shop here, first down and 10, out near the 22-yard line.
And the two previous returns for Trinity, they had gotten really, really good field position. This time Steel High does a better job. Now, let's see if Steel High is going to continue to put about 10 guys in the box here and how Trinity responds. I've got to believe that Trinity's going to try to pop some type of pass here at some point, but they really don't have any play action.
And what if they've been saving a package here for the second half? Let's
well,
wait
this
and
is a
see.
different look here.
There you go. And right away, what do they do? First play is a pass, but now you're going to get maybe a holdout here on the flat. It looked like Tanny Young might have been hanging on to his man. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, illegal shift. The penalty we've been getting all night.
Isn't it amazing? You've run the ball the whole first half, and the very first thing you do is open up a brand new package to start second half with a new look.
Yeah, you can tell that the quarterback was in his normal pistol or gun look, and they had Schlager in the right behind him in the eye.
Smart call, though, really, when you think about it, because I thought Steel High was really starting to figure out that whole thing at the end of the first half.
It's hard to go 70, 80 yards getting 4 or 5 yards a chunk. Okay, so we're back in the pistol with a little eye look here.
So you got your quarterback back there, Caleb Ray, who he left the building there in the first half. We didn't see very much of him.
Yeah, when you're the quarterback, you don't like the game plan that was put in the first half.
So he's going to do the same play again, and almost picked up. They smelled that one out.
Yeah, nice read by
Amari Williams.
Amari Williams, who's had a fantastic first half as far as numbers of tackles are concerned.
Tell you what, Amari Williams out of that linebacker spot is moving all over the place. I mean, he's smelling out plays everywhere you look.
He just looks like a player.
He does, doesn't he? So third down coming up here now.
Should be second.
So it'll be second down now.
So Trinity's behind the sticks. Again, not what they want.
Passing over the 20, not really a lot of gain in the play by Schlager here.
I'm a little surprised they came out and went away from what they were doing, but maybe they felt that Steel High was finally adjusting to them, and they had just run their course with the Wildcat.
I don't know how it works in football, but you figure out what the other coach is going to be talking about at halftime. You get their minds off it, maybe come out for a series and come back the next series, go back into what you were doing before when everybody forgets what they were doing in the first place.
Unlike a lot of sports, and you coach basketball, right. I didn't, but there's so many moving parts in football that it becomes hard to make too many adjustments at halftime.
So straight back, looking, Ray downfield, has a man down there,
nice.
And he's got him. What a pass. All the way down to the 45-yard line. Great pass downfield. Ray with his first real good pass of the night. Who did he find again? It was Mickens.
Yeah.
What a catch.
Oh, he laid it out there, and Mickens made an adjustment to the ball. This young man's an athlete.
Look at this. Ray steps back.
It's a nice ball.
Yeah, it really is. Leads it out, and Mickens just took it off the back of the defender who was on him that time.
Yeah, the defender didn't see the ball, and the receiver did, and that becomes the key.
Jayon Perry playing a man for man, and had him covered pretty well, actually, even though he didn't see the ball.
He did.
So it'd be first down and 10, 35 yards on the play.
And now Mickens back at tailback.
So now you start back into what you were doing before. Handoff, this time Mickens. Nice stutter step at the line, across the 40, inside the 40, down to the 35. Man, did he stop at a dime there and just lose a couple of defenders.
Yeah, he gave him the leg and took it away twice and was able to get outside. So looks like we're going to see. This is what Trinity's base offense normally would look like.
Look at this stop. Just planted that right foot.
Two times he took that right leg away from him.
And right now, Mickens is really fired up.
Yeah, those are things that you look for. Two things to look for in running backs that you can't coach. One is vision. What kind of vision does he have?
He's got a lot of different speeds, too, as he's shown us so far in this game. Here he is pushing over and powering, diving inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33.
Yeah, and by vision, I'm referring to the fact that some backs can see a hole more quickly than others, and that can turn a running back doesn't have to be a 4.6, a 4.5 guy. He can be a 4.8, 4.9, 5.0 guy in high school. If he has good vision and the ability to anticipate where that cut's going to be, they can have a nice career as a high school running back.
Our game tomorrow night, by the way, Hershey and Lower Dauphin, our high school sports live game of the week. Second game of the week, by the way. Here's your handoff again. Mickens gets banged on the line and taken down right there. Nice job by the Steel High defense, led that time by number 54, Marquise Beasley.
Yeah, nice job by Steel High there.
Also give credit there to Tavon LaGrande.
You know, the best I ever saw coaching high school football, when I was at Redland, LaShawn McCoy ran for over 400 yards against us when he was just a sophomore.
Wow.
I mean, he not only had the physical tools, but he had the great vision and cutback ability.
So to bring up now 2nd and 12 now for the Shamrocks. 9:03 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week. Bill Chase, Gary Sutton with you on our whole Invicta crew tonight, led by Chad Edwards. Here's your pitch back. A little different look this time, and now Mickens trying to break away. And again, there's that pursuit by the very quick Steel High defense.
Yeah, and that's why they probably didn't want to go east and west early in the first half of this ball game. Now, Mickens is probably carried the ball 20 times now.
I'll tell you who's been dynamite tonight. He's been Tavon LaGrande. He's been all over the play, and they're again stopping Mickens on that one.
So now we're in an uncomfortable situation, although they completed their last long, 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12, ball at the 36-yard line. And you're going to get a penalty. It's going to be
offside Steel High.
Offside Steel High. So Steel High with their first big penalty here in the second half, and they're going to walk it down 5, so it makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Much more manageable, and now this becomes 4-down territory, and you can run it now if you want to.
So you give new options now to Trinity that they did not have a moment ago. 3rd down and 7 now. Ball moves all the way down to the 31-yard line here of the Rollers. Clock ticks under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 man in the backfield. Ray steps back, looks. Ray's being flushed out of the pocket. Ray's going to be brought down very quickly. And again, who is it? This time it's Tyshawn Holland Ali making the sack in the backfield. Huge play here for Steel High.
That's the one thing Trinity couldn't have. It looked like Caleb Ray looked one way, didn't see anything. And in high school football, you rarely have the opportunity to come back and look to the other side.
Take a look here. He looks one side, comes back to the middle, and here comes Holland Ali, just takes him down.
And this is the play Trinity has to make. The way they're playing defense, punting the football.
Here's Palkovitz, going to kick it out of there. Palkovitz, nice high kick here. All the way down, and fair caught at the 7-yard line. So Steel High gets it. Nice kick by Palkovitz, and Steel High a chance now to get something going here in the second half.
Yeah, but Trinity did what they had to do with the opening kickoff. If they weren't going to score, they had to move the football a little bit, make Steel High go to the distance of the field, which obviously they can do pretty quickly.
Of course, you're down in dangerous territory here a little bit right now, but I don't think for Steel High they think that way. So here's your inside handoff. Burnett blasts through, and almost one of those breakaways you were talking about earlier that could very well happen when you're playing up so close.
Yeah, he's impressed me. He is not their leading rusher coming into this game.
Tell you what, he runs hard though. Man, he hits a hole. He's hitting it with all kinds of abandon.
Yeah, I think Ja'Kai Noss was their leading rusher coming in, and I think I saw him on crutches leaving the field at halftime.
So Burnett, and is there a loose ball down there on the field? Not so. But again, it's going to be Burnett getting the call. And Burnett has really answered the bell here tonight so far, over 100 yards and moving on 150.
Yeah, and he's going to have a lot more before this night's over. I'm guessing Coach Irby has told his kids at halftime, look, we're going to have to run the ball some and run it consistently. Let's see what we can do with it.
There again, he's getting it every time. This time breaking loose into the secondary and brought down, but not before he's out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 17 on the play again, as slashing over that right side is Ronald Burnett.
I hope Ronald Burnett's in good shape because I think they're going to get a steady dose of Ronald Burnett the rest of this game.
Look at that hole off the right side for him.
Nice job.
So Burnett has him out to the 45-yard line, a 20-yard run. And Trinity trying to figure out a way to stop the ground game right now of Steel High, which is gaining momentum here at the moment, and they are starting to roll as the Rollers are likely to do. Kirby this time looks like he's going to hand it off again and off the right side, and again breaking loose.
That's number 10.
This time it's going to be Jayon Perry with the carry. Giving Burnett a little bit of a break.
Yeah, Burnett needed a little bit of a break. He's still in the game, but they said just go stand over there in the slot a little bit. We'll give the ball
in a minute.
Yeah, we'll give the ball to somebody else right now.
Here's Jayon Perry.
Now Burnett's back in the backfield.
Very nice little north-south type of runner there. First down and 10, ball down to the 46-yard line. There's Burnett getting brought down the backfield this time. And he's met there, led by Jacob Ness. Of course, Jacob Ness, a guy who had a fourth down stop back at the 7:16 mark of the second quarter, a big one for Trinity at that time.
Now, I find this this will be an interesting call for Coach Irby here because they got stopped on first down, but they've been having success gashing them 10, 12 yards at a time. You're going to keep running the ball? I think you should.
Here we go. This time, good call here by Irby. Keeps it, safe play, and gets out around the right side for a nice gain.
Nice play by the defensive back.
Is that Christian Joy?
Didn't catch his number.
I think it was number 11, Christian Joy coming up. Let's see it right here. We can see it again.
I think it was 11.
Christian Joy, an outstanding player on both sides. Look at Joy.
Stayed home. Nice play.
Drove it in. Christian Joy with the only touchdown tonight so far on the other side offensively here for Trinity. So it'll be second down now, or third down now, and 10.
I think the scoreboard. Yeah, the scoreboard's
should
wrong.
Be third
I think
and
it's
about
third.
7.
Yeah.
The scoreboard now they corrected 3rd and 7. They must have heard it there, though.
He'll throw here.
Moving up that left side.
Jet sweep.
Here comes Burnett again, and Burnett may have the first down. No flags down. Looked like they might have moved that left side a little early, but no flag. And Burnett with another nice run here for the Steel High Rollers.
First down. I like the call there. I like what they're doing here. Obviously, the staff met at halftime and said, look, this is what Trinity's doing to us. They're not going to let us throw the ball as comfortably as we want.
It'll be first down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line here for the Rollers. Irby, handoff again, Burnett, and why not? This time Burnett is slapped down at the line of scrimmage. Nice surge by the defensive line that time for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, so the last 2 first downs, they've held them to no gain, which puts Trinity in a much better shape than allowing 5 or 6 yards on first down. And the question remains, will Steel High stay patient with the running game?
Well, they maybe mix in a short pass here somewhere.
Well, they come out in the no back look.
Irby showed you he can run when he needs to. There's Irby, steps back, looking over the middle, steps up in the pocket, and here he goes. He said he runs when he needs to. Inside the 30, out at the 25-yard line. And show it pretty close to another first down here as Irby just very carefully picked his way down there and read the situation.
Yeah, he has time back in the pocket, and they're sending 4 guys out at least. I think they're leaving 1 in to block.
He looks. He steps up in the pocket. He's still looking downfield, but nothing going on. So he says, I'll take it myself and get the first down.
Yeah, Trinity must be doing a really good job in that secondary.
24-yard line, handoff to Burnett. Burnett's got some room on the right side. Burnett slashes his way down inside the 20, near the 15-yard line, maybe to the 14.
I like what Burnett did there. He bounced it off tackle a little bit, and a lot of young running backs would continue to break to the outside, but he's cut it back up on the inside and took what was there.
Second down and 1. Ball at the 15, 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. Burnett again. Burnett is going to get in there, and he'll get the first down as he got about 2 on the play. Kind of slipped out there going through the middle of the line.
Yeah, that was the same play they had just run where he had picked up about 8 or 9 yards. And I like what Steel High does there. They repeat a lot of plays, especially when they go fast.
Steel High has Andrew Irby Jr. up there, 53. Amari Williams up there on the line, 55. We got Tyshawn Holland Ali up there as well. This time, nothing doing. Trinity on top of it, led by Mickens.
Yeah, that's that play they ran earlier in the first quarter. A little jet sweep action where he just tosses it underhand instead of riding the handoff like a lot of teams run the jet sweep.
Mickens and Schlager on that tackle. McCraw. Over to the near side. It'll be second down and 10. Ball resting at the 13-yard line. You get a first down without getting a touchdown. Well, this time, good run off that right side again by Burnett. Burnett just finding ways to change speed, pick his way through some of the holes.
It looks like 3rd and short here. And I'm going to come back to that jet sweep action just for a second. A lot of teams like to ride that handoff on the jet sweep. And I like it better that way, a little more deceptions. Here we go quick again, 3rd and short.
Talking about that offensive line, Eugene Green, number 56 up there as well. Sean Bennett Jr. And into the end zone here for Steel High as it's carried by Burnett. And why not? At the 1:18 mark here of the 3rd quarter, Burnett in for his 2nd touchdown of the night, this time from 4 yards out. And big touchdown here as Steel High just works it down the field using the running game here and using it well with Burnett, Ronald Burnett.
Yeah, that was 92 yards, and they did not throw one pass. Now, they dropped back a couple of times, but Irby ended up running the ball. So 92 yards, all on the ground. 1:18 left in the quarter now.
Now in to kick the extra point is going to be Judah Hernandez, who's a sophomore.
There's a unique little routine there.
Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 1:18 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's 20-7. The Rollers of Steel High leading the Shamrocks of Trinity here on High School Sports Live TV. It's the game of the week on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Four-yard plunge here for Steel High. Ronald Burnett with his 2nd touchdown of the night, a 1-yard plunge, a 4-yard dance in, and 1:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-7, Steel High leads it. Burnett's been the real deal, 187 yards, 182 yards so far rushing.
This is a nice situation for Steel High right now because as they go deeper into the playoffs, assuming they make a deep run into the playoffs, they're showing that they can run the ball. They know they can throw the ball.
Look at that, 14 plays, 92 yards, 5:49. Longest gain was 19 yards on the play, and they used the running game quickly. Kickoff here and running it back. Trey Wyan up the near sideline and out past the 40-yard line. Nice return by Trey Wyan for Trinity.
So what's Trinity have to do here now?
Do you change your modus operandi?
I do not see them going back to the Wildcat now, but I wouldn't mind them mixing it up. But maybe they don't feel comfortable having to run certain personnel in.
How about Wyan with a nice piece of running here?
Yeah, that's the third time out of 4 that they've had nice returns on kickoffs.
So Trinity with the football here. They'll put Caleb Ray back there, the normal quarterback again, as Ray gets over center this time, traditionally. And the handoff. And no one is fooled on that one as they were trying to get an end around there with Cole Capuana, and Capuana was sniffed out, and who was on it again this time? Number 56, Eugene Green.
Now this is where, and I've been in this situation too many times, and I've I've made many mistakes over the years here. You're going away from the game plan that you probably designed early on. You see yourself down 21-7 with the third quarter running out. You know you're not a quick scoring team, and you're trying some things that maybe earlier in the week you didn't think were going to work, and clearly they're not now.
So here's Schlager back there in the backfield with Ray. Ray drops back. Ray looking downfield. Ray with a nice pass. Does man wide open. Nobody down there. What happened? It's going to be a touchdown for Trinity as they have answered here. Wow. On a 65-yard touchdown pass and no one home for Steel High. What went wrong there?
Gary, you or I could have run that one in front of the 30-yard line. Holy Toledo. That
was Cole Capuana down there. 65-yard touchdown pass, and nobody was back there. Nobody was back there. At the 14.6-second mark of the third quarter, Cole Capuano with a 65-yard catch. But now in to try the extra point again is going to be John Palkovitz. Wow. Stunning. And there's a kick down. It's up. It's good. And just like that, the Shamrocks are back in it as we get ready to head to the fourth quarter in just a few moments. 21-14 on this 65-yard strike from Ray to Capuana. And he wants to get to the end zone, and he wants another 7 points, and they are down by just one touchdown. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is your High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week right here on Fox 43.2.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
14.6 seconds to go in the third quarter, and a great touchdown pass from Ray to Capuana for a score just when you thought maybe Trinity was down and out. Not so.
I know that seems like an easy pass sometimes because the guy is wide open and there's nobody around him, but as a quarterback, you see that in the back of your mind. You're thinking, oh crap, this guy's wide open, I've got to make the throw.
And they took full advantage of it there as Palkovitz kicks off here all the way down, taking it to 2-yard line. Upfield they come, and they're going to be met at the 22 by Trinity. Nice coverage on the play there, led by Mike Johnson and also Mickens, and they'll set up first down and 10. 7.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I got mixed up there. I was listening to my ear. But let's take a look at that play one more time and see why it's so open. He's in the slot. Watch this. Nobody's on him. Everybody steps up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he went out and he faked it.
Yeah. That's a nice play.
He ran out and he faked like he was going to almost screen it and then turn.
I'm running the ball here from Steel High now. Just take it 80 yards again.
There it comes, and they did it well last time. It's going to be out to the 25-yard line, but that is going to end the third quarter. We got an exciting one heading to the fourth. The Rollers lead at 21-14 over the Shamrocks. All here. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2. Back right after this.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back. We'll get this play in here very quickly. I want to go to Archie Smith Jr. then about that last touchdown pass. There's the fake. Irby throws out to the wing. Got a man out there, and Trinity covers it well. Let's go down to Archie Smith Jr. That touchdown pass was kind of an odd one, Archie. You were down there. What happened on that play?
Well, you can see they've been setting it up all game, guys. Throwing the quick, kind of like a bubble screen, the quick passes out. You can see Stilton almost could have intercepted one down here towards this end, but he ended up knocking it down. So they got the defenders thinking that something going to come out quick. The receiver acts like he's going to block on it. Boom, straight down the field. And like you say, man, sometimes it's hard to hit a guy wide open. But it was a great throw and a great catch.
And nobody picked him up on the cross there at all. He was wide open down there.
Yeah, it was a nice call.
3rd down and 8 yards to go here for the Rollers. They need something on this one. Got a man open in the middle. Right there he is. Beautiful job of coming down and sitting right there in the crease by Jayon Perry. And nice pass right on the numbers there for Irby.
Yeah, he sat right in the hole there. He just sat. He was patient, and Irby found him right away in the little curl route.
So you wonder now if Irby gets a little bit of rhythm here. He's not had a chance to do that so far. Now watch Perry come down. Perry's going to come down. He's going to sit right in here in the hole that he's got open. Easy pitch and catch right there for Irby to Perry.
I expect a little more Burnett here.
Ball out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Burnett right off that side again, and he's met there quickly by Painter.
Yeah, I can see why Schlager's in there too. I can see why he's their leading tackler. Boy, he steps up. He stood him up right.
And that's mano a mano right there.
Yeah, he stood him right up.
So Painter and Schlager in on the tackle. Be 2nd down, 10 yards, make that 7 yards go for the 49-yard line. Irby has Burnett back there with him again. And there's Burnett, gets it off the left side, got room to run. Burnett across the 40, inside the 40, down to the 30, inside the 30. Loose all the way down, and Burnett is going to run it in for yet another touchdown. Burnett, a 51-yard scamper here at the 9:55 mark of the 3rd quarter. Ronald Burnett continued to have an unbelievable night. He's going over 200 yards now.
And this is a play where I talked about earlier, a running back having vision. They got him when you can, and that used to be the concept of the old I formation where you actually had a fullback in front of you. Get the ball deep to the I back and let him see where he needs to go. He made a great cut there with his vision. Looked like it was going to go up inside, and then he bounced it outside a couple of spots along the line, and the rest was just his speed.
How about Burnett with 237 yards so far tonight, and we're just now into the 4th quarter, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you could see we could be seeing a 300-yard night out of him.
What a night for Burnett. As into the game, he kicks the extra point with Judah Hernandez for the Rollers. Man, Burnett looking, if he wasn't the leading back coming in, he will be from now on.
Yeah, in my stats, I had Ja'Kai Noss as the leading rusher for Steel High, or one of the leading rushers for Steel High, and I think I saw him on crutches at halftime. He's number 1, and Burnett is
5 plays, 77 yards, 219 it took, 21 yards passing, 56 yards rushing on that mix. Ty Hernandez in now to try to add the extra point. Here's a snap, down, kick is up. Kick is just inside the goalpost, and it's good. 28-14, the Steel High Rollers lead it. All here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
And it's been the Ronald Burnett show so far tonight. Number 22 has really turned up the running game here in the second half, Bill Chase.
Yeah, Ronald, I know you have school tomorrow, but I'm giving you permission to go out to breakfast and then come in a few minutes late.
Having a great night here is Ronald Burnett, and we still have a ways to go in this one. Hernandez will kick it off. And here comes Trinity right back up the field, wide open and loose. Look out, it's Kristen Joy again, and Joy all the way back to the 35-yard line. This team will not go away. Trinity again with brand new life, and I said, Joy, I'm going to change myself on that one. Actually, it's going to be number 14, Trey Wyan, with another great kickoff return.
He's done a good job. Steel High's either going to – I'm not sure if Steel High's kickoff coverage is poor or Trinity's return teams are really good or a combination of both. But Trinity's been really impressive on their kickoff returns.
Really have, and Wyan giving him good position again. So a chance here to get back in the game quickly with 9:45 to go in the fourth.
It's such a game changer, and now you've got 35 yards to go instead of the normal 75.
So here's Trinity now. Ray with the pitch back to Mickens. Mickens trying to cross the near side. Good coverage that time by the Rollers.
See, and those are the plays that I'm just not sure are going to be comfortable against Steel High because of the
lateral pursuit.
The lateral pursuit that they have. When you're playing fast teams, it's really, really difficult.
Tyshawn Holland Ali again leading the charge there up front for Steel High. So it'll be second down and 10. No gain on the play, ball at the 35-yard line. And Trinity may have to resort to the pass again.
They've got 4 wideouts.
Ray calling out the signals here. Straight back, looking, has a man wide open downfield again. Look out. Trinity heading for the end zone. Is he going to get in? And he's thrown down at the goal line. Wow. Again, the defensive coverage back there, suspect at best that time for the Rollers.
Yeah, Trinity motioned to trips out of a 2x2. He looked one way, and Ray came right back the other way. Kid ran a little post pattern, and I don't understand Steel High back. Just let him go.
And here you go, trying to get to the end zone. Met there. It might be in. Let's see if he gets down to the goal line.
Well, the one official, I think, is signaling. Yeah, touchdown.
And so it's a touchdown.
That didn't take long.
Nope, very quickly. Trinity answers again here. And this handoff is going to go Schlager. And Schlager, at the 8:30 mark here of the fourth quarter, brings Trinity back one more time.
And it was all set up by that kickoff return.
Absolutely. By Wyan, who's been kind of an unsung hero tonight.
Ooh, so you have offsides against Steel High. This is interesting what you want to do here.
You got a good running game, so do you come back in? Looks like they're still going to stay for the one.
Yeah, they're declining the penalty. They're going to.
So here's Pakovich trying to bring it back to within 7 points. Trinity's showing a lot of moxie here tonight. Just when it seems like they're down now. Oh, high snap. Kick is down, kick is up, kick is good. And it's 28-21. We still got a lot of time to play in this one in the fourth quarter. 8:30 to go. It's Trinity coming back within a touchdown. All here on High School Sports Live TV, the game of the week on Fox 43.2.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jet Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
And welcome back to Trinity High School. Third quarter yards. Steel High 92, Trinity 92. And here in the fourth quarter, big numbers. Burnett with 237 yards, but Wyan with 2 great run backs there on the kickoff has really set them up. 3 plays, 35 yards, set up on the 48-yard Wyan kickoff return. And so now Steel High gets a chance to make counterpoint here. And Met out near the 31-yard line. Decent run back here for the Rollers, so they'll set up shop there for their next offensive series.
See, and this is how Trinity stays in the game with Steel High, the number 2 ranked single A team in the state. A lot of special teams play. Now, they had the blocked field goal against them, but these kick returns have changed the field all day.
So let's see what Trinity can do here. They marched it last time. Here comes Burnett over that right side, and Burnett loose again. Burnett brings it all the way out to the 42-yard line. And a nice pickup on the play. Make that maybe more than that out near the 45-yard line. So 8:09 to go. Let's take a look here. Watch Burnett just coming off that right side, just running with the bat and covering the ball with both hands. You love to see that. The ball out at the 46-yard line, 14-yard pickup on that one. First down again for Trinity as they've gone back to the ground.
Trinity could be getting a little tired defensively as well now, too. And they keep having to tackle Ronald Burnett.
Oh, a nice tackle there in the backfield. Great step up that time. Looked like Jacob Ness again. He's made a couple big plays tonight.
Yeah, that was key right there. Put him behind the sticks a little bit.
Jacob Ness, the outside linebacker, made a big stop on fourth down tonight.
Yep.
Another big stop here. Now you get him off schedule just a little bit.
Yep. And I like that he's excited about it.
7:20 to go. Clock moving. Trinity, big possession here. Steel High wants to get a first down.
Empty look here. He's just coming in to block. A little motion.
They bring Burnett back again.
In the backfield.
He's coming in to run. There you go. Burnett off the side. Burnett tackled back there. Nice job of jumping on top of that for Trinity. Looked like Wyatt Cooper with the tackle that time.
And here comes, late in the game now, here comes what I think is the first real big down of the game. 6:42 left, 3rd and 11.
Now, do you dare throw in this down? That's the question, but you got a lot of confidence in your quarterback?
Oh, yeah, I think definitely you're going to have to dial up some type of throw. I don't expect them to try and go deep necessarily, but something that's going to pick up the first down.
We did look earlier for that nice little pass to Jayon Perry in the slot. Let's see if we maybe have something like that in their playbook here again.
A little rollout.
Here it is, rollout. And stepping out of bounds there. And yeah, just off his hands. So a fourth down. You're probably going to see the punt get out of here. And Trinity is going to get the ball back and a chance to tie this thing up.
Now, my guess is that we're going to see what we saw earlier, that
he lines up and then steps back.
Yeah, Alex Irby's going to look to call a play, not really call the play, step back a couple, and give me the right-footed punt.
He's going to try to get him to come off sides, bark out of cadence a little bit. Now he puts his man back in motion. It's Burnett. At what point in time do you maybe call a timeout or step back? Here he is stepping back now to punt it. So the punt gets it out of there. Again, nobody downfield to handle it.
Inside the 10.
And great field position changer. Well, you got to wonder a little bit why Trinity doesn't keep somebody back there on that.
Well,
they've worried more about the play.
You have to respect the fact that this kid's an all-state quarterback, and if you're going to put one guy back, you're taking one defender away to possibly allow them to, because they were around the 50, it wouldn't be unusual to see them maybe go for it. So you have to respect the fact that they might call it. But as soon as you see him take 2 steps back, maybe it's some, I'm not inside their room, so it may be something they haven't seen before, because the first punt that Steel High used tonight, it was a normal punt formation.
So they got the ball at their 7-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Trinity. There's your handoff off the near side. Looks like Mickens maybe, also with the 10-yard line out near the 11.
So this puts Trinity they're in a difficult spot here, but they're still only down 7. You'd love to be able to drive the ball down and take all 5 minutes off and score and tie it up and maybe take this into overtime.
The first order of business here is to get a first down and maybe not have to throw it and then get out where you have some
Exactly.
options.
Yeah, you want a first down here. If you don't get a first down here, you're giving the ball back to Ronald Burnett.
And probably a great field position as well. So here's Ray. And straight up the middle, out over the 25-yard line, near the 26, brings up a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, boy, they had a nice hole there, and the linebacker for Steel High made a saving tackle.
Maximilian Schlager, Max Schlager with a nice run. Take a look here. Player just takes it and just vaults up the middle.
Yeah, there's your, who's 55?
Excellent tackle there by number 55. That was Amari Williams again. Yeah. He's been dynamite.
He saved him there.
So it brings up 3rd down now and 5. Mickens in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Across the middle they come. Man wide open. This is going to be number 11. He's going the whole way. It's Christian Joy all the way to the house. Christian Joy, 85-yard touchdown run for Christian Joy, and all of a sudden Trinity within 1 point of tying this thing up.
You know, Joy had gotten some carries early in the Wildcat situation, and I hadn't really gotten to see him break anything. He's fast.
Take a look at this. He's gone. 85-yard touchdown run. His 2nd touchdown of the night for Christian Joy. Wow. Huge play here. 4:24 to go in the 4th quarter, and now 1 away as Pakovic's in to try the extra point. It's up. It's good. 28-28. It's starting to look like last week, Bill, when we saw the 28-27 overtime game with East Pennsboro, or 2 weeks ago. Now,
offside, Steel High.
Offside, Steel High, but I don't think you're going to see anything here. Declined. 28-28.
That one surprised. I did not expect them to go 90 yards.
Oh, wait a second now. You have to kick it again. This actually benefits Steel High by being offside. So it was declined. There it is, up, and the kick is good again.
Good kick.
28-28. Steel High. Trinity tied up. We got 4:24 to go in this one. Don't you dare leave that seat. We'll be right back. It's High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
How about Christian Joy? Just gave a little joy to the Trinity fans. He's got 103 yards in this game himself tonight and 2 touchdowns. So yeah. Christian Joy.
You got the Trinity section, student section over there, and they are rocking the place.
Archie Smith Jr. talked about how this place is full tonight. Well, here's Pakovich kicking off. And now Steel High has to come up with an answer as they're being pushed right now big time.
Coming out of the corner.
There you go. Good tackle back there.
Pakovich is a good kicker. Both punter and kicker.
You see who tackled again? Jacob Ness downfield there to hold him to a short kickoff return. So Steel High, who averages 52 points a game, and on the other side you have Trinity, who averages about 27.5. Trinity right on their numbers right now. Take a look. He drops it there for a moment. He has to pick it up and take off with it. And then Jacob Ness coming down and making the tackle. So first down here. Ball at the 24-yard line for Steel High. There goes Burnett again. Burnett has carried him a lot through the second half, but this time is met along the line of scrimmage nicely. And I think that's Jacob Ness again, who has turned up big here in this game. This guy is fired up.
I like his excitement for the game. He's enjoying himself out there, and that's the way it should be.
Jacob Ness playing a big-time defensive game here so far. It'll be second down now, 10, no gain on the play, and again trying to get Steel High off schedule.
And Trinity is toughened up on defense. They're pressing up on the slot man.
Fake the inside, running near side. Wyan comes up, pass over the far side or the near side. It's going to be a nice catch over there. Good look. They found Real Caesar Jr. over on the near sideline.
Yeah, and he's been kind of no name tonight. He's their leading receiver. 34 catches, 524 yards, 7 touchdowns, and we really haven't called his name tonight, but this is excellent.
Herbie's got some great poise, doesn't he?
Yeah. Caesar was going deep on that, and he saw Irby scramble. He came back and made the great first down.
Ball spotted 36, back to Burnett they go. Burnett picking his way through the middle. Burnett out near the 47-yard line. Pick up close to 11 yards on the play. Should be another first down.
And we've got 3:26 to go. Plenty of time for Steel High. They can do what they want, continue to run the ball. And again, you have an all-state quarterback in Alex Irby. But Trinity has done a great job covering these receivers.
They really have, and they've made it where Irby's got to run every now and then. Now this time Burnett has met Schlager, finishing him off up there, but he was slowed down by a bunch of Schlager's friends before that. We're keeping our eyes on Burnett's numbers tonight, although obviously this game's still in doubt. We bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line. There's Irby. Irby's got some room to run if he wants to. Now he's looking for the bomb downfield. Irby all the way down there, has a man wide open and drops it. He had McCraw wide open behind the defense, and McCraw just flat out dropped it.
I mean, Irby showed why he's a big-time quarterback right there. He was directing traffic.
Wow.
Gave McCraw, hey, go deep, and he put it right on the money. Beautiful throw.
McCraw had beaten his man downfield. Here he is, back, looking, he's pointing. He said, okay, I got your time. Now I'm going to put it right in your hands. Look at this pass. McCraw breaks away. He's got it. Has to reach back over the shoulder and just dropped it. Wow. Huge moment in this game. Brings up third down and 10 now.
Big call.
You got to wonder if this is 4-down territory.
I say no.
Depends on what they do on this guy. Irby, inside handoff.
Surprise call there.
And Burnett out to the 50, but not going to be near the first down yardage. Might have gotten 2 or 3 on the play at best. We'll bring up a 4th down and 7. And again, do you kick it away here? Do you give a short field to Trinity?
You know, 2:18 left. Trinity's shown that they have a kicker that can probably try to 37-yarder earlier. So if they got the ball back around here, I'll say Steel High's going to let this clock run down and then call timeout.
So let's see what Coach Andrew Irby has in store here. So they line up as they've done all night long. Now the question is, does Trinity drop a person back to take the punt this time? And we're not going to know for a few seconds yet because the timeout call will take one as well. 1:56 to go in this one. This is the game of the week on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2. And welcome back to Trinity football field here at Trinity High School in Shiremanstown, Pennsylvania. And Trinity and Steel High knotted up at 28-28, 1:56 to go. Steel High with a decision to make right here at 4th down and 8 from their 45-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in Coach Irby's shoes here. And
first thing maybe you do is to try to draw them offside.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's the first thing, but I think I go for it here.
Trinity riding momentum right now. So here's Irby. Irby's going to keep it himself. Roll, looking over the middle. He's got a man open and hits him.
Yeah.
Gutsy call there as Irby put it right on the money. And he came back that time to Jayon Perry, who seems to be the guy he comes back to, who finds a way to sit down in those open spaces.
Yeah, the little roll out, he found a little hitch, little hook up on the curl.
Very smooth. Perfect strike. Inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Rollers. Now you're going to get a little bit more Burnett. Burnett caught in the backfield. Look who's holding on. Jacob. No, it's Schlager. Schlager right there would not let go. Schlager and Ness might be the 2 best tacklers on this team.
They have a nice linebacking crew, that's for certain.
So it'll be 2nd down now.
Now time's starting to get to be a little crucial, and Steel High's taking a little more time than I think they should be. They still have 40 yards. Again, they can pick up yards in chunks. I don't think we're going to see a lot more of Burnett now.
I think you're going to see some passing.
Yeah,
now.
The game's in Irby's hands.
So Irby, straight back. Irby straight up the middle. Irby's got room to run. He slides down. Started the slide right around the 35-yard line. And
Cramp?
did he cramp up? Looks like what he had. Pull that toe back, and he's telling the official just.
Well, the official's
He's
telling
pointing
him
to the sideline.
he has to go off. Unless if Steel High wants to take a timeout, then he can stay in the game. But because the official's judging that he got up injured, he would have to come out for a play.
So there he goes. Now, do you take a timeout here?
I think you almost
exactly
have,
what they're going to do.
I think you have to, so that he can come back in the game.
We're going to keep it right here. 59.3 seconds to go. So your situation, 3rd down and 13 yards to go, which I don't believe is the situation we have right now. There's Irby walking it off on the sideline. And he wanted to stay in, but he came up injured, and now one of the assistant coaches calming him down just a little bit. So now, could he come back in now on the timeout? That's the question.
I think the rule is if you call a timeout, he can come back in, but unless they've changed that or I'm wrong on the rule.
So I think you're going to have one guy in for one play at the way it looks right here.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little wildcat ourselves here.
How about that?
Nice.
Inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. A nice call there is just pitch it back to Perry.
Now Irby can come back in the game.
Now Perry's going to stay in the game. They're going to get Irby back in there, which they do. 30 seconds to go. You got about 28 yards you have to cover here.
Wasting a lot of time.
They really are. This is not good time management at all. So there's Irby. Irby looking for the end zone. Irby's got a man down there in the corner. Irby for the touchdown. It gets knocked away at the last second. Good defense down there, and they're going to call pass interference, which will be a 15-yard penalty.
Yes, it's not a spot foul like you would find in the pros, in college and high school. It will be 15 yards.
Let's see if we can see it. That was Jacob Ness on the play. Boy, it looked like he had him covered pretty well. I don't know if...
So that's going to put the ball down at the 15-yard line.
So take a look here at the coverage all the way down. Is it Wyan? Wyan is the guy who's covering down there on the end. Wyan turns around, and Wyan's holding him. You can see him right there.
Looks like he's had the jersey.
So 15-yard line, 15.4 seconds to go.
Now, what's your they've obviously made 4 for 4 on extra points. So this should be within their kicker's range.
On the other hand, too, if you're thinking about a play here, you want to make sure it's something into the end zone. Don't know how many timeouts they have left at this particular point.
Looks like they have 2, so
Irby
they
rolls,
could run it down.
coming back.
Oh, don't take the sack.
Look at this. Unbelievable, and there it is. Painter coming up on the sack. What a play. Another big play for Trinity. Tucker Painter comes up and sacks Alex Irby.
Yeah, Alex Irby could not take the sack. That's the one thing that could not happen other than an interception or turn fumble.
So here's Irby, and just looking back, it should have just thrown it out of bounds or done something with it, but there's Tucker Painter coming up, and who was right alongside him? There's Ness again. He was looking back against the grain and nothing going there, and again, great coverage downfield by the Trinity backs. So 7.2 seconds to go. You got to put this in the end zone.
Yeah, because they're out of field goal range after the sack.
And if you're Trinity, you want everything in front of you here. So 7.2 seconds ago. What is it about getting together with you on overtime games? Looks like we're close to another one here.
I'm going to have to talk to my union about this.
However, we still have 7.2 seconds to go in this one, so this is by no means over in regulation. Or for overtime yet. I mean, it could be over in regulation right here on this play.
Yeah, they're probably going to get this one play.
Irby, end zone, has a man.
Nice throw.
Touchdown! No. Right off the hands again. He put it right on the money. Man, I'll tell you what, he's got to put the ball down there nicely.
Yeah.
As he found his man Perry, most sure-handed receiver he's got down there.
1.5 left.
So he's got time for one more play yet. Look at Perry. Good lead here. Perry's up with it. And good coverage again by Christian Joy.
So Steel High's taking a timeout. They're not going to need to save them.
Now they're saying, is it 6.9 seconds to go, or are they going to readjust that in a moment?
Yeah, there can't be 6.9.
No
there
way.
were only 7.5 when
Correct.
it started to play. So the scoreboard has 1.5
1.5,
seconds.
but that's what we're looking at here. So 6.9 is incorrect up on our other scoreboard. So 1.5 seconds to go, so you have time for one more play. Got to put it in the end zone.
I would expect something similar to what we just saw on the last play, just a little go fade route down the right or left sideline.
Tell you what, Alex Irby's showing you something here in terms of touch, isn't he?
He throws the ball really nicely, and I come back to what I said a few weeks ago when Timmy Bonin was the quarterback for Northern, the left-hander. I just love the way the left-handers throw the football.
And he looks so smooth. We talked about that.
He has
so
a long rhythmic release.
1.5 seconds to go. Could this be the last play of the game, or are we going to head to overtime?
Trinity's burning their time.
And timeout's being burned. The chess game is alive. Let's go down to Archie Smith Jr. right now, if we can get him down on the field. And do we have Archie there? So Archie, 1.5 seconds to go. What do you call it on this play right now? If you're Andrew Irby, you got to obviously throw it in the end zone. But man, what a call here!
Guys, where I'm standing at, guys, is those two balls you guys was right was spot on the money. And if he's throwing it like that, I'm doing the same thing again. I'm gonna just give my athletes a chance to go up, get the ball, and win it for us.
Archie, who do you think's better suited for overtime?
Man, from the 20-yard line going in, man, with Trinity running the ball like they're running it, it's going to be a position. Whoever can stop the other team, because Stilton got a good running game going on with Bennett as well. Here we go, trick play, guys.
Trick play coming up right here. What in the world is the call here as they set up for looking like a trick play? And another timeout. So let's keep it here. Let's come back down to Archie for a moment. So Archie, a little trick play, forced another timeout, and we live to fight one more down here. 1.5 seconds to go in this one in regulation. Archie?
Well, one thing what you want to do is have that timeout in your back pocket, and Coach Jordan had that timeout to see, because you want to see what the offense is going to give you, so you have to come out and be able to adjust to it. Now, does Stilton come back out with this same formation again, or do they come back out with a different formation? Like I said at halftime, guys, this game is check test.
Andrew Irby comes back out now as he changed the formation one more time, back to more of a regulation look there.
Well, they are right now. And I did not think you could call back-to-back timeouts in high school.
But here's Irby one more time. Regulation, 1.5 seconds to go. Trinity trying to stop him. He's trying to get it to the end zone. Irby straight back. Irby, long past the corner. Same play as a moment ago.
Nice play by the D-back.
And it's knocked down there again. Who is it? Christian Joy, who's been a joy to watch on defense tonight. And he's enjoying his moment in the sun right here. And we are heading into overtime, I think. Yes, we are. 28-28. Hey, you're going to have to stay for a little extra time here again tonight, Phil.
Well, let's go over the overtime rules.
Here we go.
So there's going to be a coin flip, and whoever wins that coin flip is going to defer. You want to be on defense first. Then the play will start 4 downs from the 10-yard line, and they'll have 4 plays. Any turnover, and that ends the drive. The other team can score off of that turnover with an interception return or a scoop and score on a fumble. You can kick a field goal, score a touchdown, go for 1, go for 2. Basically, all the scoring rules still apply. But 4 downs, and again, big advantage to the team that gets the ball second.
So we're going to head to overtime here. Now we're going to go out and take care of the most important part of the overtime so far is the coin flip and see who gets that. So we'll head out to midfield here. So bring the two, obviously the quarterback there, Alex Irby, out there.
Now, a few weeks ago when we had Northern and East Pennsboro in overtime, I felt Northern clearly had an advantage in overtime because they could run the ball more consistently than East Penn was able to. And 4 downs running the ball, you're hoping you can get it in. And that forced East Pennsboro, when they did score on the second overtime, they went for 2.
So now Jordan Hill is going to walk out his guy, who is number 22, Wyatt Cooper. And Jordan Hill's going to walk out with him and make sure everything is okay here. Out on the other side, Coach Irby, and so two coaches.
Two former Steel High athletes, two former Steel High stars in their own right, meeting at midfield. And
how about that?
Couldn't be any better than this. Long tradition at Steel High, a proud town.
Steel High and Trinity 28-28, about to head to overtime. Official tosses the coin. And Trinity looks like they've won the toss. Trinity obviously is going to probably defer. Coach Irby says, let's stroll down to the other end and play down there. So Trinity defers. They're going to go to the other end. And Steel High will get the ball first.
Steel High will get the ball first, and I would expect to see some Ronald Burnett here.
The Ronald Burnett show can open up act number 2 here in the overtime right now. Irby 5 for 14, by the way, in passing, 47 yards passing tonight.
Yeah,
not great numbers, but he hit some big ones when they really needed it.
I'm giving Trinity credit for his off performance. This is not the typical numbers that Alex Irby is going to put up in a game, and I'm giving all the credit to the way Trinity played and to the way that the Trinity coaching staff put together the game plan.
Well, and it's been a fantastic game plan in terms of taking away number 9's arm, Alex Irby. On the other hand, Burnett stepped up big. He's close to 250 yards gained for the night.
Yeah.
So you pick your poison this evening, but Ronald Burnett came out of maybe not nowhere, but so here's the first play in overtime coming up right here for the Rollers. Trips near side, one man in the backfield with him. Puts a man in motion, that's LeGrande. And here comes Burnett over that right side, and Burnett piled up near the 7-yard line.
Maybe 3 yards.
Gain of 3 on the play. So it'll be second down now, let's call it 7. Ball down to the 7-yard line. Burnett has been terrific tonight.
Yes, he has, and it becomes tougher to throw down here. Looks like Alex Irby loves to throw it downfield a little bit more. Little slant route here, one-on-one on the right side.
And Irby with his feet can be pretty good too in this situation. Now you get illegal procedure, and it makes it a little easier maybe to open up some lanes to pass, but that's not what you wanted to do. I don't think Coach Irby's too happy about that.
And we have to go back and remember that Steel High was winning this game 14-0 with all the momentum after the blocked field goal and the touchdown. And Trinity held in there, and they got the drive when they needed it. And boy.
Ball back to the 13-yard line now. It'll be second down and goal. Here comes Irby rolling near side. Irby looking, got a man right there. Good catch. Cut down near the 5-yard line, but his favorite target all night long has been Jayon Perry, and he does it again.
So you've got 3rd and 5 now. You can run. I don't anticipate that they will. Maybe another rollout.
Well, he's on target right now with his passes, that's for sure.
Wide side's going to be to the right, and they've got 3 receivers there.
Here he is. That's a man in the end zone. Overthrows him. And the receiver there wanted, that was McCraw, wanted some kind of pass interference. Not there now. Do you go for it on fourth down?
This is really, really tough.
Yeah.
Because, and this is why you want the ball second. If you force them to kick the field goal, and I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to go for it. And then that really if they don't make it here, it really puts Trinity in the driver's seat.
Really does. And they got a little bit of a kicking game too. So here we go. And another illegal procedure right here is going to move it back 5 more yards. So again, they had pretty much gotten over the penalty bug here most of the second half, and now it's jumped up to bite them again.
And I don't think that changes their decision whether to go for it or not because of the fact that they can throw the ball.
In fact, it may solidify their decision because maybe they're out a little further than they like to be.
Yeah. And sometimes, there are certain plays that you don't have a lot of pass plays from inside the 5-yard line, but the further you move it back, it gives you a little more room to operate.
And again, watch Irby with his feet too. He can, not accounted for, he can run it in himself. Irby across the middle. Irby has his man in the end zone.
Nice thrown catch.
Touchdown, Irby, as he finds his man crossing over. And again, one more time, it's Jayon Perry for the touchdown, coming across from make that 13 yards out. Make that 10 yards out, rather.
Well, that was a nice catch because the receiver had his hand right in there. Nice little slant route. Big extra point here.
Really is. When we want to make sure everything's handled well. Ty Hernandez, or Judah Hernandez in, rather, to kick the extra point. Spot is down. Kick is up. Kick looks pretty good. And it's 35-28 overtime. So first out of the gate here to Steel High. And they strike on this. Irby to Perry. Touchdown. And they lead 35-28. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and it'll be the turn of Trinity to try to tie it up here on High School Sports Live TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back. Total yards, 327 for Steel High. Trinity, 369. It has been an even-Steven game, and now Trinity with a chance to try to get in here and tie this thing up as opening play here for 2 yards, diving forward there. And that's going to be Mickens with a carry.
Yeah, we haven't heard a whole lot from Messiah Mickens in this second half since they've gone back to their, what I will call their regular offensive sets. I would expect them to keep this on the ground. They do not strike me as the type of team that wants to throw the ball down here. It might have a little play action, though, sneaking it back out of the backfield.
We got Schlager back there alongside of Ray. Ray in the shotgun. Ray looking to pass. Ray flushed out of the pocket. Ray trying to run for his life. He's going to be brought down. He's going to be sacked. And a great job again for Steel High, as it was number 56, Eugene Green. We've called his number a lot tonight with a huge defensive play here in overtime.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's what I would have feared could possibly happen. Man's covered. Quarterback Caleb Bray should have probably thrown the ball away. Makes it a lot more difficult now.
So now it'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
They know they have to score a touchdown, so they almost have to throw the ball 2 times now.
We got 2 plays to get down 15 yards. That's kind of the way you look at it, so you don't have to do the whole thing at once. But you can't get caught for another sack, that's for sure. So Ray puts Mickens in motion. Ray, straight back. Ray, look at, he's got his man open. Oh, did he have it? Did he pull that in? And they're going to say
calling it complete,
it's a catch. Boy, that was low, and you get no replay here on TV, so take a look. What a great slant across there. Oh, that was on the ground.
Yeah, I can't.
That was on the ground. And, yeah, that was Tanny Young pulled that in.
That was a nice play design.
It was. They pulled it right off the ground. My goodness. So it's going to bring 4th and goal. Here's your game.
So you're on the 3-yard line. You can run the ball. I don't anticipate they will. It's a gutsy call to run the ball down here. I would like to see them run the ball. I think they can get Schlager in there.
Well, he's got Schlager there. They're going to hand it off to Schlager. Before that happens,
Steel High.
Steel High calls the timeout.
Good timeout there because I think he was in.
We are going to stay right here. So let's go back down. If we can get Archie Smith Jr. again, we'll get him to open up his mic down there on the sideline. And Archie, are you there? We're going to try to come to you for a moment. Don't forget Fox 43 weather smart game time temperature of 48 degrees. And we got Archie Smith Jr. down there. So you got the game is right here. believe it's 4th down and 3 right now. And what do you call it on this
guys,
one?
It's 4th and like a long 4. But one thing which was a big call just now was the timeout by Coach Alex, because Trinity was trying to go quick, and I think they had still the Rollers outmanned to the side that they was running to. So that timeout was able to let these guys to adjust back, guys. But here we go.
Well, here we go. It looked like they wanted to run a running play to Schlager. This time, you got Mickens back there. Let's see what they got dialed up. They're not going to throw it. They're not going to pass to Mickens. They throw it to the end zone instead. What a call! And it's dropped.
Oh, no.
They got exactly the call they wanted into the end zone, and Steel High is going to win it 35-28 in overtime. But what a great call for Trinity at the end. They had exactly what they wanted. They had the receiver in the end zone. The players gather around him to give us some solace right now. Take a look at this play. What a great call. He rolls out. He's got his man out there on the flat. He throws the ball to him, and for a moment it looked like a touchdown. The guy had out there was Cole Capuano, who'd already caught one big touchdown pass tonight and just could not hang on. Couldn't see if maybe it was knocked away at the last second. 35-28, Steel High survives in overtime and beats Trinity in one of the great games of the year. Trinity now moves to 5-4, 3-2 in the Capital Division. Steel High 5-0, getting ready for the big showdown next week with West Perry. Now moves to 7-1, and they escaped tonight here, Bill.
It's a great football game. Credit to both teams. Sloppy at times, but some big plays. Guys stepping up all over the place. Guys we hadn't even really heard of all year. Ronald Burnett, I didn't know who he was coming into this game, but boy, he's on the radar now. Some of the defenders for Trinity who made big plays. The coaching was excellent.
So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We've got our Capital Blue Cross post-game report, including our Hoffman Ford player of the game, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game. Take your pick on that one tonight. And we'll be back with more right after this. 35-28, Steel High wins it over Trinity in overtime. We'll be back with the wrap-up right after this on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
If it's used car peace of mind you're looking for, Hoffman has it. Hoffman Ford brings you a wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles, carefully chosen and inspected for dependable driving pleasure. For the ultimate peace of mind, shop the Hoffman collection of Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a used vehicle you can feel good about your loved one's driving,
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, Just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Welcome back to our post-game report brought to you by Capital Blue Cross. What a game we had here tonight, the High School Sports Live Game of the Week, 35-28. Another overtime game here. Steel High taking down Trinity on a fourth down pass from Irby to Perry to finish this one off. I'll tell you what, Bill Chase, this was one of the best games we've seen all year.
I can guarantee this is better than the Cardinals-Saints game that's on tonight in the NFL. Fantastic play by both teams. Both coaching staffs deserve a lot of credit. Two ex-Steel High graduates, alumni, going head-to-head. And Trinity showed me they're to be reckoned with in Double-A in District 3. 4 losses, but, and I'll add to this now, their 4 losses now have teams that with a combined record of 29-2.
Wow.
That's who they've lost to.
And
so, real deal.
And showed a lot of moxie here tonight. Being down 14-0, looked like the bus was leaving town, looked like the Rollers were leaving town, but not so quick. Trinity showed a lot of great effort tonight, not only offensively but defensively as well.
Yeah, the Steel High Rollers are who they are. They've been a strong program. They've been state champions before. They know how to win games. When it was 14-0, I thought this game might turn into one of those blowouts that they've had previously, but credit to Trinity, they didn't let it happen.
52 points a game they averaged, and Trinity held them 17 under that tonight, and that had to go to overtime to do that. Let's take a look at our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game here this evening. This is a huge one, and it really vaulted Steel High out to a 2-touchdown lead. Take a look. Trinity getting ready for the field goal. Pakovitz, it's blocked. It's taken right there by none other than Daquan McCraw, and he runs it back 63 yards on the block for a touchdown to the house. Here again, watch. There's the block right there at the line. And I think the block there actually came off the hands of number 56, whose number we were calling all night long here. That was Eugene Green. And then McCraw picking it off, taking it to the end zone. And that's your Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game tonight. But our player of the game this evening, a guy you had not heard too much about, neither had I, coming into the game tonight, Ronald Burnett. And he started early tonight with a 64-yard touchdown run, and he didn't stop. 3 touchdowns, 264 yards rushing tonight. He is our Hoffman Ford player of the game, and watch why.
Just a tough running back. Has the speed, the combination of speed and toughness, really nice in high school football. And he got his chance tonight, and he took advantage of it. Nice cuts down there.
Really, and he runs hard, hits the line quickly, hits the hole quickly. Take a look at this one. Takes off again. This one, a 51-yard touchdown run to the house as he breaks loose at the end. Just cannot bring him down on first tackle. And Ronald Burnett, our Hoffman Ford player of the game here this evening in what was a good one tonight. I can't wait to do tomorrow night. I'm not sure how we top that. Last 2 games we've done have both been in overtime, so I'm worried about tomorrow night. I'm going to take a 10-up and pitch it at Hershey Stadium. What do you think?
Well, I'm anxious for the game. I coached at Hershey a few years back for Coach Painter, and the kids that are seniors now were sophomores when I left, and I'm anxious to see the game and how they've progressed this year.
Thanks to both coaches for helping us out this week. Really appreciate it. And thanks to all of you for watching tonight. Travis Sparks, our statistician at home, Chad Edwards here, Charlie Fortney, Archie Smith Jr. tonight. Had a whole lot of people helping us out. And, yeah, we're going to do it again tomorrow night, just in case you weren't happy with one game of the week. How about 2? A backyard brawl up at Hershey Stadium. Hershey and Lower Dauphin should be a fun game. You can go to our website, by the way, at hsslivetv.com for our full game schedule for the 2022 High School Sports Live broadcast schedule. Thank you to Invicta Incorporated. Thanks to Fox 43 Sports Football Frenzy. And thank you to you for watching this week's High School Sports Live broadcast. Again, in overtime, Steel High beats Trinity 35-27. Have a great evening, everyone.